heard you in a while.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me try this again.
Yes, I share that same.
All right, chat. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. If you guys can, then that means we should be
sorry,
good.
Tyrell.
Yay, we fixed it! Oh my god, the thing's finally back alive on Discord. Jesus Christ, I couldn't send you nothing, buddy. Nothing at all. 80, 20
No, that
months.
was weird. You're on your desktop, obviously, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I was like, I'm on my iPad.
Oh, hey, game.
Yeah, so, and also, thank you so much for the subscription there, Ty. Much appreciated. Much love from everybody.
I ain't subscribing, but you motherfuckers need to follow. I see 3 of y'all just sitting there watching this fucking shit on Twitch. Y'all need to fucking follow right now, or I'm gonna take your left shoe and I'm gonna throw it out the window, and you're gonna be like, where the fuck my other shoe at? It's gonna be me.
That's the follow button.
You're gonna extend your imaginary arm to the other side.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh, if you don't follow KG right now, I'm drinking all your milk. That way, when you go to eat the cereal, you won't have any fucking milk.
Oh, wait, what's that line from SpongeBob? I ate nails for breakfast.
Without any milk.
Exactly. And that's gonna be you. Get this man a 1K.
Come on, guys. It's just 3 more amigos. That's all we need. Just 3 more amigos. I just ate my cereal since
I know. I would love to follow you, but I'm already following you, so I can't.
Damn, man. Oh, well.
I unfollow you and then follow you again. Will that count?
Follow KG right now. I'm popping your tires. I'm popping 3 of your tires. Not 4 of them, because then you can get the insurance. I'm popping 3 of them.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone I know that uses Twitch, so
put this on Twitter.
Here,
I think this is a
tweet it out,
fucking
maybe
game.
you'll get somebody.
I think this is a game.
Yeah, they're playing with me. I saw somebody followed me like 6 hours ago, and now
I saw that too. Because I saw Tyrone's tweet earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, he's close to the 1K.
Oh, you mean the one that threatened everybody to follow?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think you scared them from even being in this platform, buddy. But everybody here in this call, how you guys all doing?
Oh, I'm terrible. You know why I'm terrible? Because I just got done watching the Dialga special, and oh my god, I'm so mad. They fucking ruined Dawn. What did they do? Oh my god.
Okay. That first of all, that's spoil. Well, actually, are you gonna be with us all the way through tonight?
Yeah, I don't work no more, so yeah.
Okay, so that's spoilers, but
I'm sorry. I'm just so upset. I was actually screaming in my room. Okay.
Dean, that's more pressing matters. Are you okay? You got a job?
I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm off right now. But okay,
Oh yeah, he's like right now. So
I thought it was gonna be like a use about to lose your job.
I've lost my job watching Pokemon. Yes. I said, fuck, I'm gonna watch the Dialga special. I don't need work.
See, this motherfucker was in the middle of work watching the episode. He's the only one in the middle of work.
I got fired. I honestly had to rewatch it though, because on Friday I didn't know what to say. I was like, and then I think on Friday when I was on your watch party, I was like, Kira, you go, because I know how much you love to talk. You go.
The thing was, I watched the last 2 Dawn episodes at the same time. I watched them all 4 episodes back to back. So yeah, I kind of skipped some episodes here and there, but yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I rewatched the Dialga special, like both episodes, because I was like, okay, let's see what. But yeah, I'll definitely explain what I thought and later on. But yeah.
All right. So first of all, before we continue to go any further, let me make sure with the chat, y'all can hear us loudly and clearly, right? Just want to make sure no more hiccups, no more shenanigans that will ensue throughout the middle of this, because that way we can actually begin.
Holly, what were you trying to say to me?
Oh, I just want to say, just going back to what we were talking. If we can, I said on Twitter, if we can get just 3 more people to follow KG on Twitch, I will list 10 things I like about the XY anime.
Oh my!
I would imply that you had to watch enough XY anime. I was going to say that would imply that you watched enough XY anime to have 10 things.
I'll try to drudge up a.
If she gets
Episode 1
1
isn't considered one thing.
She's gonna be like, I like the way Ash's hat looks. That's disingenuous as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Sarita looks pretty at times. She'll say or something.
Yeah.
The grass is nice.
The grass is nice.
I really like that one episode that Polyworld was in.
Yeah. There you go.
Actually, I have a screenshot.
There's only like maybe 2 to 3.
There's not a lot.
The music. the music, right? That's one thing, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the second to last series that uses the Miyazaki music.
Yeah, music. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all I wanted
This
to
man
say.
before I beat your ass. Like seriously.
So, in other exciting news, though, I found something really exciting that I think I want to share with you all tonight. So, I
Okay.
came to discover that that the state of Oklahoma only costs $4.50, according to what I'm reading
Let's
here.
fucking go.
So, you
So we
know,
could
if you
buy
don't want to buy at all the Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack, y'all can go and buy the state of Oklahoma if you want
Let's
instead.
go.
All we gotta just put down $4.50. You guys got this, I swear.
Oh boy.
Well, shit. I guess it's time for me to start saving.
Yeah, but boy, you should have had $4.50.
All right,
saved.
here's the deal, because it says bid. It says place bid, so obviously people are gonna bid against this. Every one of us is gonna bid. We're gonna split the money 17 ways. All right, that means some of y'all in the chat. We're gonna split the money. That way, no matter who wins the bet, we're all not paying as much as the person who beat us in the bet. So regardless, we'll win. We'll win.
We'll all
We're basically
win.
cheating. Yeah, we're cheating the system. But let's buy Oklahoma. I've been waiting for this.
Property of KG and friends. But what part of Oklahoma am I gonna own is the real question. Well, I guess the entire state of it, I guess. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, you just thought I'd share this little fun trivia right here. I don't know where the fun is in that, but it's cute.
Is there any other details besides that? Like, if you scroll down?
It says it ships from the United States. I don't know if that
Oh,
means
that's
anything.
great.
Also, most importantly, no returns either.
But they're gonna put it in a box.
Yeah, they gotta put Oklahoma in a box and send it to you then.
Jesus
People
Christ,
included.
that's goddamn.
People gotta wake up like, where the hell are we? It's like we're in some
Made
kind
in
of house.
Taiwan. I fucking knew it.
All right, so let's get before we get anywhere further, because there is a bunch of us tonight. Let's go and introduce everybody one by one, bitty by bitty. So we got, of course, our buddy Tyrone.
Eating food. I'm sorry.
All right, moving along, we got our buddy Polly.
Hello.
I chose the two worst people to start off. One's stuffing their mouth with food, the other one's croaking over here.
Because
Moving along from that,
by
we
the time
got.
I got done cooking, the pod literally started. I was like,
It's
fuck.
fitting to croak.
I don't know. I was trying to
making-
find some kind of frog resemblance or something like that.
Yeah, I was making honey hot wings, takoyaki, and rice, and I was like, oh shit. The
Honey
pod-
hot
Hey.
wings.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's an ingredient. It's a recipe I made the fuck up, where you take red hot sauce, vinegar, honey, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and seasoned salt, and you mix it all together to make like this sauce that goes on the chicken, and then you bake the chicken for about an hour and a half.
Whoa. How is
Oh,
it?
damn.
It's sweet and spicy.
Neat.
And good.
Ooh.
Boy, don't make me call an Uber Eats driver to come to crash your plane and steal some of your food.
I want them hot wings, damn it.
They're really good.
So, moving along in our friends list here, we got Nessa.
Hello.
After that, we got our buddy Dane. Great job, Dane. You
Hi,
bring
how you guys doing?
Yeah, okay, there you go. And last but not least, finally getting to join us after a while. Evie, how you been, buddy?
Hello, everyone. Long time no see.
I know, man.
I've been good.
Yeah, I know you've been busy, hard at work with a lot of the things you've been doing lately. So it's finally good to have you back on for another session again, buddy.
Tis the seasons, tis the assholes on retail.
Jesus. All right, so let's get into it. Why don't we chat? Where's TSS? That is a good question. Where is our buddy TSS? Normally he's always the number one.
No,
dude.
don't worry.
He's not gonna be here this time.
I came in his place, so we're fine.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. It's all. I wasn't paying attention
He's
to.
He's got personal business.
Oh, I think I know what you might be referring to. Okay. So yeah, don't worry, guys. He's perfectly fine. It's just more so has some scheduling to take care of. Is the best way to say it. Hello, Brock Taishi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Brock Taishi.
Oh.
Hello there. How's it been? And everybody for tuning in as well. Thank you all so much for coming on through for tonight's session. We got giant session to go through for tonight because there is a lot to discuss from MCU to Pokemon, Game Awards, anime, all that kind of shit in between. And of course, the latest episode of PM 2019. So without further ado, let us get right into it. Why don't we? So obviously, let's kick things off with something very simple or maybe very it depends on who's going to be talking about this because I know not everybody here probably watched the entirety of it. Let's begin with the game. Hey, Joe the Flaming out here following. Yes! Thank you so much for the follow.
You've been spared, Joe the Flame.
Wait, flame.
Bruh, we're so close.
I can almost taste it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose it.
I can't wait for Polly to say what she loves. She's like,
my least.
We just need 2 more followers, please. Please.
Should have done this a while ago, but always to support Raph and Adrian's broskies. Aw, thank you, buddy.
Aww.
Much appreciated. And thanks for coming on through. It's the session 1, 2, 3. Come on, guys. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That clap. So, okay, let's begin things off with the very simple. The first major event that happened last week. So, the Game Awards. Obviously, every single year around December time, they always have a tradition from Jeff Keighley to host the Game Awards. And me, my buddy Tyrone, as well as our buddy Terrell were streaming that because we were official co-streamers that day.
Oh yeah, TSS wasn't streaming, but he was commentating.
No, he wasn't, but he was a commentator that night.
Yeah.
So what exactly happened? So this year the Game Awards went through, and this was a very interesting direction because now instead of just only simply celebrating the world of game and tech in general, they're also starting to kind of branch out now with television and even into films as well, which with one of the biggest ones that was in that event in general was the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2, which was confirmed to be coming out within April of next year. Pretty soon, actually. I was very surprised by that. Of course, there were a bunch of other events that went down in that as well, such as the fact that Nintendo didn't really have anything major from that event. There was also the fact that the Mr. Fuck the Oscars guy actually came out winning with the Game of the Year. So congratulations to him. He's actually a really wholesome dude on Twitter. Like, really, go check out his tweets. He's a wholesome as fuck dude.
Yeah, he takes care of his daughter and stuff.
Yeah, like he says, like, I might have gotten my trophy, but I finally got my real trophy at home, and it's just a picture of him with his kid, and I'm like, oh, my heart.
I'm going to work. Yeah, fuck the Oscars! Yeah!
He's like a split personality. There's the wholesome fodder side, and then there's Mr. Fuck the Oscars side right here. They also, yes, as well, you mentioned this, John, they also showed off the Halo TV series. A brief snippet of it, though. Not really much as I thought they would have shown, but they did give us a little tease of what is going to be happening soon for the Halo franchise within this year. So there's a lot to look forward to. With that being said, though, let's get into it. Let's talk about the Game Awards and our overall feelings of said event. And what better way to kick things off than by discussing the Sonic franchise?
Money!
Because Sonic didn't just make one appearance in this Game Awards. They actually showed up twice. One for the film of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, as I stated before, and then, of course, our first glimpse of the newest Sonic game that's going to be coming out in 2022, holiday 2022 to be exact, titled Sonic Frontiers. So let's bring it down one by
Sonic
one.
Frontiers. Pokemon.
I was doing the same thing.
All right, let's begin with Sonic the Hedgehog film. A lot of us, I assume, in this call are Sonic fans. I would hope so. Or maybe we know of Sonic.
What the fuck is the Sonic?
I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and the one for the Game Boy. And that's it.
Ugh.
There was a Sonic one for the Game Boy?
Yes, there was. She probably meant the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, the Advance, okay.
I actually owned a Sonic Advance when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're good then. You're good, Polly. You played the good ones. You played the good ones.
Yeah, you hit classics, let's say.
Yeah, those are the good ones.
I was actually going to make a reference to that game when talking about the episode, but I'll get to that later.
Really? Interesting. I'm interested by that now.
Wait, which one? Adventure 2 or Advance?
Adventure 2.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait.
Oh, is it Maria? Boom. All right, so
Oh, Polly, now that I know you played Adventure 2, I gotta give you something.
Okay.
All
Little
right,
do
hold
they
on.
know
Let me
that I
just.
hung out in a chow garden for the most part and let my brother play.
That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Polly move.
And listen to all the character songs and make up dances to them in the living room. Nobody needs to know that.
I'm going to just have this here, play this here in a second, and let this play out while we're going to talk about it. So, who wants to go and jump in first for the Sonic talk?
Tyrone's probably the biggest fan, so go ahead.
Yep.
I'll go ahead then.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
all right.
Mr. Sonic the Hedgehog.
So what am I
aficionado.
talking about first? Am I talking about the game or the movie?
The
Both.
movie.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
the
talk
big,
about the movie
never mind.
first, because
yeah.
I just want to say, look how far we've come in the cinema universe. We went from Sonic looking like an atrocious blue monster in the first trailer with Gangsta's Paradise to people being hyped for movie 2. I can't believe you guys have bullied a movie studio into succession. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's how it works, though.
Yeah, which it's not.
It usually doesn't.
We're not supposed to be promoting bullying, remember?
I mean,
But sadly, bullying is what saved the Sonic cinema universe.
I mean, that's a power of criticism. Hell,
That's the
it got us this
power of
far.
criticism.
You say that now, but now dislikes have been removed from YouTube completely for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Evie, you may be right. That is the power of criticism, but that's the power of Pine Sol, baby. But seriously, like Jim Carrey coming back, obviously doing the Eggman thing. I love that the coffee guy has become like this running character now, and I love that he just genuinely loves to work under Eggman. Because usually Eggman has like subordinates that are either A, too stupid to realize what they're doing, B, say passive aggressive sarcastic remarks to him, or C, a mix of the two, or D, they'll betray him later so it doesn't matter. So I'm so glad that Eggman has a legit henchman that legitimately likes him. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. And I also like that he ran with that coffee thing that Eggman told him to do in the first movie. So that's fun. Tails looks great. He looked great in the end credit scene of the first movie, but they made him look better because they were like, we're not taking any fucking chances. They're not gonna fucking cuss us out again. Fuck that.
Nope.
So Tails looks good, and obviously we have to talk about Knuckles over here. Mr. Enchilada himself, Knuckles. His voice is great. His voice is fine. I don't have any issues with that. I like that they're going the villain route. This basically kind of feels like, I know it says Sonic 2 on it, funny enough, but it feels like Sonic 3K. Like it's the plot to Sonic and Knuckles. This is the Sonic and Knuckles plot, kind of. I mean, you got your Master Emerald, you got Knuckles, you got Tails, you got all pretty much your primary characters. And now the show's not wasting any time just adding the characters, because I think the first movie didn't want to take too many chances, so they just had Sonic and Eggman. Like, they played it safe. Hero, villain. Now they can afford to, now that people like them, they can afford to add Tails and Knuckles, and hell, who knows, maybe Amy will show up at some point. I would not be surprised if she shows up, towards the end.
Yeah.
But only she's voiced by Lisa Ortiz.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, and they also got Tails' actual voice actor to do Tails, which kind of makes Sonic seem stick out like a sore thumb, because, Roger Craig's not voicing Sonic. It's the person, it's Ben, I believe, who's voicing Sonic, which Ben does a good job as Sonic too, so I'm not really, upset about it. But, yeah, so obviously you got all of that. Everything's working pretty well in terms of, how they're using the characters. I don't see Chaos Emeralds yet, but, I mean, if they're focusing primarily on the Master Emerald, that's fine. They probably are doing that also to make sure that Sonic's not overpowered, or they're saving the Chaos Emeralds for, later. Which I'm okay with.
I have a theory for that one, actually.
Yeah. And obviously, I know this is digging way too far into the future, and I'm usually not the one that likes speculating this far, but obviously I want, another movie where Shadow shows up, so that we can recreate the Sonic and Shadow running past each other scene from Sonic Adventure 2. That's all I want at that point. Once you give me that, I'm done. Like you've
That's gonna be
good
the
job,
money
Sonic.
shot right there.
You know,
Yeah, that right there. Literally, it'll be like coming this summer. And then they just run past each other. I'll be like, perfect. I don't even need to see the fucking movie to know it's a 10 out of 10. Fuck it.
Well, the reason why your theory might really be close to truth there is because of the fact that Gunn is confirmed to be in this film. You actually can see them in the trailer. They have the official Gunn logo from SAE2, I believe. Or just the Gunn logo in general, I mean, so.
But yeah, overall, Sonic 2, the movie, like, it's looking good. It's looking really good. They did a good job with the first one. The first one is a good buddy cop movie. It's okay. But as a video game film, it's good. But that's only because the bar is ridiculously low. I think the only video game movie film to set a bar that's decent was Detective Pikachu, which I believe came out the same year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think
it
came out
it was a year after. It was a year after. It got delayed because of
the controversy with the Sonic.
Yeah, it got delayed. So Sonic would have came out the same year as Pikachu, but obviously shit happens. But this does give me hope for video game movies now. I mean, like, it's really good. I mean, obviously we got the Mario movie coming, but I don't know how to feel about that yet because
Chris
the cast
Pratt
is kind of weird. Yeah, the cast is weird on that one. And then obviously we move into Sonic Frontier. I like what I'm looking at. The problem is when I judge Sonic nowadays, video game wise, I need to see gameplay footage. Like Sonic actually running around and shit, how he controls.
The control needs to be the most important factor.
Yeah, because you can have a Sonic game that looks great, but if he controls like ass.
Literally, the only things they showed were like backgrounds, like places. Yeah, that's all they showed. So in Sonic, like a CG trailer of Sonic just like running. So it's
also, I want to make a comment on. I hate how Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild has basically taken over the phrase
video
open
games.
world. like no game can just be open world now. It has to be a Breath of the Wild clone.
Blame the developers too, because what do they always do when they show an open world scale? They always show the character from the back perspective while playing this ominous music to coincide with it. It's never like intense music. It's always that calm, you know.
It's to catch attention. That's because Breath of the Wild.
It's supposed to catch the atmosphere, the fact that it feels open world. But because Breath of the Wild really nailed that approach, it became the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, they said Legend of Sonic Arceus of the Wild. Like,
yeah, and Knuckles.
Of course. But yeah, like that. I mean, the only reason I want to be hyped for Sonic Frontier. I really do. But I don't see how Sonic controls yet, so it's a little too soon for me to really start saying anything about it. Now, I know a lot of people came up to me and said, "Oh, Tyrone, you can actually see like an idea of how he moves based on some of the fan projects that this one guy, I can't remember his name, made because he made an open world Sonic fan game where Sonic runs around in the area." And I'm guessing the idea is like he probably works for them now. It's not confirmed. It's a rumor, so I'm not going to believe it. Like, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But I guess that's supposed to be like the idea. But I need to see it for myself. I have to see how Sonic moves. Because if he moves and it's weird, then I'm not invested. Like, you could have a great game with like, you could have good, like, you can make it look good, sound good. Music always sounds good in Sonic games for the most part. And you can even have a good story. But if Sonic runs through a goddamn wall because I pressed the X button or some shit, I'm out. Like, I'm sorry, I'm out. Like, Sonic's hurt me too much in that regard. I'm playing 06 right now. I'm streaming it literally this week to pretty much give you a, like, moment in time in which my brain was like, oh, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Even when I play Sonic Heroes, I get a little, like, that was the start of my skepticism. And then, obviously, I played Shadow the Hedgehog. I streamed that a while back, and you all know how I feel about that game. And then, obviously, 06 is 06. This needs to be, like, I need to see him control comfortably. Because, sadly, the last game, and I like that Polly mentioned this game anyway, Adventure 2 to me was the last game where Sonic controlled really decently. Because in the other ones, like Generations and all the boosted win games, he controls well. Like, it's fun. But it almost feels like you're just, like, it almost feels like you're a race car running to the goal, which is great. But at the same time, they're playing with the idea of Sonic being in a large world now. So I need to see how he controls in a large world. Sonic runs fast, so you're gonna have a lot of world to fucking make.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like this ain't Legend of Zelda where it could take you literally 30 minutes to get from one half of the map to the next. Sonic moves fucking fast, so in that time he's already at the end. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, there's no need for checkpoints. Literally.
Right. Exactly. So, like, yeah, I've got startup hype, but I'm skeptical. That's the only thing. Like, I've been through too many bad Sonic games, man. I just gotta. I'm gonna wait for another trailer and see how he runs. If it's weird, I'm out. But yeah, that's my opinions.
Okay, understandable.
That's
Let's
my
pass it
story,
on
and I'm
to.
sticking to it.
Okay, let's move on to the next person. Why don't we? So, Evie, I'll pass this on to you. What do you think so far of what we've seen for the Sonic franchise, at least?
All right, so yeah, definitely a step in the right direction for the Sonic franchise. At least, on the movie side of things, yeah, Sonic fans are definitely eating well on the movie. But while we're still on the topic of the video games, let me talk about the Sonic game now. Someone that brought up a lot of good points. How are they exactly going to implement an open world Sonic game, considering that this motherfucker's fast? So you gotta consider how big is this open world supposed to be, where Sonic is gonna be able to run fast and still cover a whole lot of land at the same time, and you also have to consider like it definitely has a lot of potential, but are they going to pull off the right game mechanics, the right moves for this to be a project that's gonna work? Because the only reason why I have been getting into Sonic games recently, it's not more so, the Sonic games, some of the past Sonic games had potential, but they just didn't deliver correctly. Now, here's the thing: I am a huge fan of open world games. But considering how Sonic games were delivered over the past years, I'm hoping that they can at least get this right, because it definitely has a whole lot of potential. It's just a matter of, are they actually going to make those right moves? But yeah, at least on the positive side of things, the open world aspect, I would definitely get into. The world building looks great. The attention to details as well looks pretty good. I was just hoping we can see some gameplay sooner or later, because trailer can only show you so much, but unfortunately, gameplay is going to give you like a really good idea of what you're getting into. But at least from the premise, the premise of this game, it looks pretty good. Like especially the fact that near the end of the trailer, Sonic had to deal with this like giant-ass robot that literally looks like something out of Dark Souls. I'm not sure if you guys know that one meme of this this Dark Souls knight looking up into this one giant-ass this knight. If you look at the Discord chat,
it's like me and then whatever the big thing is, like that.
Yeah, that's really the same vibe that I got from the end of the trailer. But if this Sonic game can be pretty good in terms of the bosses, and I'm always a sucker for some dark story as well. I could get into this. I can definitely get into this. So outside of the video games, let me talk about the Sonic movie. So, we can all agree that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie has definitely taken a huge step in the right direction when it comes to movies adapting video games. Now, Detective Pikachu was one thing, but Sonic the Hedgehog definitely, I think, took things a little bit better compared to Detective Pikachu. And just getting to see Jim Carrey, his acting as Dr. Eggman was phenomenal in the first movie, and I'm really happy to see him reprise his role again on the second movie, which, granted, Jim Carrey, he's been doing an amazing job. He did probably like one of his biggest roles, one of his more notable roles that he's had in in his career. So I'm really excited to see Jim Carrey again on this movie. And of course, everyone was really excited about Knuckles. His voice actor actually did a lot more better of a job than I thought he would do, because I wasn't so sure how he was going to work out. But hey, I really like his voice. So, and of course, we also have Tails, which surprised a lot of people, including myself, when I watched the movie. So I'm looking forward to seeing more Tails as well. And with the Master Emerald, we could be getting more into the Chaos Emeralds, maybe a little bit more into this movie, if not the next movie, and getting introduced to more characters along the way. But yeah, for sure, a lot of good things coming our way, not just on the video games, but as well for the movies, which is coming coming a lot more sooner than I thought it would be. So really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too, man. I do want to bring up some things to know, just to kind of excite people in a way, depending on how you view it. So, first of all, for the Sonic movie, we did actually get to see Tails, of course, but the thing that most people noted was that it's not the same Tails design as the ending of the first Sonic film. They actually tweaked it up,
like I
made
said,
it look a
they
lot more
tweaked it up.
polished. So it is really great to see that they're doing that. It is great
Yeah,
to
because
see.
I made that joke. It was like, we don't want to take any fucking chances.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
what
go
I
ahead
said.
and do
So they did really
our
straight up do
redesign
that.
now.
Yeah, they made sure to polish as much as they can for this second film, and you could tell 100% of the way they really are being super ambitious with the film, and it's looking to be paying off very nicely. Secondly, I want to talk about the Sonic Frontiers game for just a second. While we don't have much gameplay, what you're seeing right now on screen is actually extended footage of the open world from Sonic Frontiers that was only shown off in the official Sonic Japanese YouTube or Sonic Japanese site, where they give us a more in-depth look at the world that we're going to be surrounding ourselves in, and it looks really, really clean. Unfortunately, it was very low quality on their site, so when people tried to bring it over to YouTube, a lot of the the quality just kind of shat itself when being brought over here, so you don't really get to see it as much. But if you watch it on your phone, I think you'll get to see it at a much better look from there. So
Give me your phone.
yeah, give me your phone. So there's that. The second thing about Sonic Frontiers I wanted to bring up, most important, who is writing this game? And it was officially confirmed that Ian Flynn, aka the one who has been working on the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic series, is finally working on a major Sonic title. So he will be responsible for the story that's going to be presented in this game, which is great because that means we're starting to slowly inch away from the comedy saga I guess we had with Sonic Colors, Generations, Lost World, and even
Forces.
Forces, whatever that
Which was supposed to be the serious one.
I know, right? But that's why I had a hard time trying to say it, because it's like, I don't know what the hell it wanted to be. But the point of the matter is, yes, so Ian Flynn is coming to work on this title. And
what
that
has he
is
done
a
again?
great Ian Flynn.
No, what has he done as well?
Oh, he has done the Archie Sonic comic series, as well as the IDW comic series that's also ongoing right now. So if you've enjoyed any of the current storylines that's happening right now, you can thank this man for it. So, yeah, much to look forward to from his writing, because that means they're actually looking to actually make a story to come out with this one.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people always make the argument Sonic doesn't need to be serious. He's a blue hedgehog, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yes, that's true. But at the same time, you can still make the story and the characters have serious-esque moments. We're not asking the entire fucking... look at the plot of Adventure 2. The whole concept of the entire plot is silly on its face, but they make it work. The plot in theory has a shit ton of holes in it too, but the characters make it work because they have multiple personalities. For example, when Sonic's locked up in jail before Metal Harbor, and Amy's like, I'll get you out, but you gotta take me on a date. And Sonic's like, no way. And she's like, darn, I thought I had you this time. And then Sonic's all pissed because he's like, I'm in his jail because of Shadow. Well, he doesn't know who Shadow is. But he's like, I'm in here because of that black hedgehog. And Amy's all like, Sonic, it's 2021. You can't say that. And, just humorous shit. So they balance out the seriousness with the funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm looking forward to. That's why I'm looking forward to this game. If not for the gameplay, most definitely looking forward to the story. One last thing to bring up for Sonic Frontiers as well. There is a moment at the beginning of the trailer where Sonic hears a voice and isn't sure where or who exactly that voice is. However, thanks to one of the Xbox trailer uploads that they had on YouTube, somebody was actually able to notice that in the closed captionings, they mentioned Amy.
Army.
So Amy supposedly is the one telling Sonic to go
I
over
heard
this.
Sonic. She said, "Sonic, it's 2021. You can't say that."
And so he turns left that day.
Yeah. Oh, I love when my jokes come together like that.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting to know what happened to Amy. A lot of theories are happening where she actually gets ghosted. So I won't go further details into that in case people don't want to know into spoilers regarding this. But do note that in case if you guys are wondering about why Odyssey 2 for Super Mario might be trending or might have been talked about on your Twitter timeline or anywhere in general, it might be because this title came out through a leak. And Odyssey 2 was somehow tied to that. So just giving you a heads up on that for looking forward to maybe something in 2022 from the Mario side of things. But overall, much to look forward to with Sonic Frontiers and with the Sonic movie. Now, anybody else here? Dane, maybe you, if you have anything you'd like to say towards the Sonic franchise?
Well, Tyrone said basically everything that I was going to say about the movie. As for the game, I honestly... I mean, I think Tyrone said it too, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I just don't have a lot of faith, really, because of what they showed. If it's coming out next year, next holiday, 2022, and they have a year, I guess, to, work on it. I assume they're going to have it done probably, they have to have it done by a couple months before it comes out, because of release and stuff. So... I don't know. When's the next time would they show something like this?
I'm sure they're gonna release it in November. Then probably.
It has to be it has to be early November to not hit that Pokemon.
I was gonna say the problem is it's competition. It's Pokemon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, whatever Pokemon does, yeah. So when do they show Sonic stuff usually? Is there like an event for it throughout the year?
There is this new thing they've been doing lately called Sonic Central. Where that was where we got our first look into the Sonic the Hedgehog game here, which is Sonic Frontiers. And that was the last time they did that. So, maybe next year in 2022, they might have another Sonic Central session. It's kind of like a direct, basically, just focused on the Sonic series. So, then we'll see more about the title itself. But as of right now, currently, the next time you could possibly see it outside of that would either A, be in a Nintendo Direct, or B, E3.
Okay. Well, the thing is about Sonic Frontiers, the reason, I guess you guys knew that the title was revealed a long time ago. Sonic Frontiers, thank
you for the host, buddy.
It's a host.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I say that is because the people, there's actually testers that were playing the game already. And the people said it does not play well.
Yeah, they said it was ass.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. So I was like, yeah. Now we got a month, we got a whole year till it comes out, so it could be very early development, but you never know.
Oof.
Dean, just be straight with me. Am I gonna run through the floor?
It's gonna be 06, man. Let me tell you.
Genuine experience. I'm so looking forward to this. Let's go.
We can't have shit.
Sonic 2022 is 06 again. They're doing it again just for nostalgic sake.
So it's open world. So Sonic's gonna have a stamina system. Weather conditions gonna fuck up his speed.
About open world. Now we don't exactly say they said open. They didn't say world.
Open zone.
Open zone. Now that could imply a Monster Hunter type or
fuck you.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That probably makes sense.
Open zone could mean a lot of different things. So it could not be like Breath of the Wild. It could be like Monster Hunter or like Legends Arceus or whatever. Yeah. You never know. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe another trailer.
I mean, these little circle gates do look like the little platforms that started you off in 06. I just played 06, so that's what they look like.
Yeah, there's gonna be human girls in this game, and
You're just gonna hear the Soliana thing. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. It's just
On my way
06.
to Soliana, something strange occurs, and therefore I get sent into another dimension.
yeah,
Again.
what we're seeing in the trailers is it's like 3 areas, and the rest of it's a city, and then you meet the girl from 06 again. It's just 06 remake. That's all this is. Yeah.
But
mean
like
the
we
shot-
said,
you
we
mean-
just need the gameplay for this.
You mean, you mean
Sonic got
the,
isekai again. Yeah.
you meet the shopkeeper?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, the movie itself. I mean, I have nothing else to really say about the movie besides, I think it'll be fun. I'm not the biggest Sonic fan or anything. I have never actually played a Sonic game for more than 5 minutes. So
Get out.
I mean, I haven't, but
Damn.
I enjoy watching it, like watching people play it, and I know how bad they are and how good some of them are. So.
I love how you don't say how good they are. No, you start off with how bad they are.
Well,
I think that's
they've
my
not had a
favorite
good
thing
track
to know
record
about
the last
that.
like 5 or 10 years or whatever. So yeah, I think it'll be a fun movie. The game, I'm not so confident, but we'll see. We'll see.
And at least we all can agree the Sonic film is gonna look hype as hell, though.
Yeah. I think it'll be a fun movie. I don't think it'll be great, but I think it'll be fun.
All
But
right.
it'll be good
Knuckles
for
is
the,
in
it'll
it,
be
so
good for the
it's even better.
fans. Yeah, it'll be good for
Yeah.
the fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Because when somebody said something about Detective Pikachu a while back, and I was like, I will say that it wasn't as good as Sonic as a movie, but if you're a fan of Pokemon, they did a lot, actually.
Yeah, they did. Huh?
Like, I look back and I'm like dangerously surprised how much shit they put in that Pokemon movie.
Like, I think the second Sonic movie, Sonic fans are probably going to love it even more than the first one, just because, Tails and Knuckles and all. Yeah, but I think casual fans like that are just like, don't really know much about Sonic. They're going to yeah, I like the first one better. I don't know. That's usually how
because the first
go.
one played it safe. It's a cop buddy movie. You don't need to know who Sonic is. You really just need to know, oh, it's Sonic and some dude who's a cop.
But yeah, Sonic is pretty well known. See, I don't know. Maybe people will find the second movie to be fun too. Just as good. I don't know. We'll see how it actually all plays out, though.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say, though. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So now for Nessa, did you at all know much about the Sonic franchise in general, or at least the Sonic film?
The Sonic. I actually did see the Sonic trailer. And I'm actually somewhat familiar with the franchise because I know I think when I was little I watched more of the TV shows, but the games I didn't really own a Sega Genesis when I was growing up. I would play with from my cousin whenever so I have I kind of remember more so the games from the 90s and 2000s so that's how much I'm familiar. But and then I'm watching the show. But then the film though, because I did see the first film and I liked it, and then I actually was pretty excited for the second one because I actually loved Jim Carrey as he played Eggman because he was actually one of my favorite parts in the movie. So, but then in the newer games, if you ask me anything with newer Sonic games, I would not know much because that's all I know is whatever way you guys show me. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing about Jim Carrey, just real quick. I wanted to mention, I feel like with Jim Carrey, with Sonic, all they do is they throw him on camera and just let him go free about whatever he wants to do.
Yeah,
that's all he is, and it's great.
Then you just described Jim Carrey in movies.
Yeah, that's true.
You just described Jim Carrey.
They just here's a one sentence about what Eggman is. Okay, go do stuff. That's
okay.
I know. I was at the moment he walked in the trailer, and then I was just I got Pop, it's a new mustache. I was like,
I was like, that's not Eggman. That's just Jim Carrey at the moment.
Look, Jim.
Still, and so I don't know. Jim Carrey just plays Eggman, so it's mostly him more than Eggman.
I want to clarify something. During rehearsals, the characters aren't trying to memorize their lines and do all their stage movement and stuff for the movie. They're rehearsing so they can get ready for Jim Carrey. So literally they go, all right, scene 1 and action. All right, Sonic's moving in. All right, we're about to release the Jim Carrey.
I thought those were all bloopers. No, we threw it all in the movie, man.
And action, smoking.
I swear, I always loved Jim Carrey as the actor, so I was just so happy. He's having so much fun with it, and you could tell just from the movies, like he faced like I think that was like the main reason why I watched the first film because of Jim Carrey in general.
Yeah,
I want a meme called "Release the Carry." Smoking.
Oh my god, no, but I know, but I was just like, yeah, just seeing him again, and then also like all the characters, I was like, oh, Knuckles and Tails, like I was expecting Tails to retain the original voice actor, so I was surprised.
It is weird. Like I know Tails' voice actor, from whatever she was doing before. Yeah, so it's just kind of weird hearing her in the movie.
And then Ben Schwartz. Then I kind of feel weird him because Sonic sounds very similar to Dewey in DuckTales.
That's because they are the same actors. I think.
Like kind of it's like kind of like a little bit weird for me. But then now I kind of hopefully maybe the second movie be a little more distinct. But that's what I always keep going back to because I was more familiar with them with DuckTales more than
Sonic. when you watch something that he pretty much has with the same voice in another series, it's like you can't view it aside from just that. Like you see, like people see Sonic, you see Dewey there instead.
I see Dewey, and then Dewey was my favorite in DuckTales, so I'm like, that's kind of hard for me.
No, understandable, of course. So now, I'm not sure if Paulie here wants to go and say something. I know she said before that maybe it was a little difficult, but I still at least want to see if she had anything to say or is okay with us continuing on. I'll take that silence.
Wait.
Oh.
What?
She's here.
Oh, you're awake? You're okay, buddy?
Paulie.
Movie exciting. I like Knuckles and Tails. Tails is adorable. I don't have anything to say about the game. Breath of the Wild.
Perfect. We love it.
Sweet. To the point. Thank you so much for your contribution, buddy. All right, so let's now move on into the next thing to discuss. We do got a little bit of extra time, of course, from the Game Awards. We still got many more things to discuss. So obviously there was more games that were revealed. To those who are big Cuphead fans, for example, y'all finally got to see the DLC Island. So Cuphead, whatever that last course is titled, we got a glimpse into it. We got a release date for it. And hopefully Cuphead fans are getting fed very well this year. So there's that. Halo TV series.
I didn't know about Cuphead. I was just shocked.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that it took this long.
Is Cuphead doing like a claymation thing or something?
What no, that was just for the trailer.
Oh, okay. I thought they were making a game like that. I was like, whoa, that's
no. That would look nice if it was a game, but they're still continuing on the aesthetics of the original Cuphead game because it is literally DLC. It's not a sequel.
Yeah, I thought they were like maybe doing like a half of that sort of thing, but the actual, the other game is gonna be like the other game too. But okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'll take it back.
No, it's all good. It's all good, buddy. So yeah, there's that. Of course, what else we got going on to talk about within that area?
Matrix.
The Matrix. I guess they didn't learn at all from the last year when they decided to end off the Game Awards with the Fast and Furious game.
I know why they're doing that. There's he's getting paid money to make it last.
He has to be paid really well.
That's got to be it. There's no reason to end the Fast and Furious last year and then you ended off on the Matrix. And the Matrix is a little bit better, at least. I mean,
it's meant to show off the Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah,
and it looks really good. Let's be real here. It looks really good.
Yeah, I guess it was just like, hey, we're going to pay you this much money to make sure we're the last thing, so people wait till the end to watch it. That's the only reason it's here, and it's very unfortunate that he did that again.
Yeah, because like when you think about it, like that really is one of the best ways to end off the Game Awards. By what better way than showing off the future of gaming? Like, this is how games could look like under Unreal Engine 5. Like, that in itself should be considered mind-blowing. Like, to see what is real and what is a CGI and just seeing them look nearly identical to one another, that's how far, I guess, technology has really grown over the years. To the point that now we can see something like this and it looks incredible. It really does. I marvel at it. But at the same time, it's the Matrix that I think was the big issue. I appreciate the Matrix. I love the Matrix and all that. But like having it be the ending of it, I think, you know what would have been better in all honesty? That should have been the intro of the event. That should have been how they started it off.
What was the intro exactly? I don't remember.
I don't either. I think it was that Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
I think that was the end of the pre-show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was one. Well, the point is Persona getting some love. So if you Persona fans out there want some Persona 4 love, you got that there. But I'm trying to remember what was the big event they had at the beginning. I guess it was that Star Wars game, probably.
Oh yeah, Star Wars was the beginning. I think
Eclipse or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was near the beginning.
Or that. What was the
it's not gonna be like an actual Star Wars game. I think it's gonna be like it's David Cage, which it's weird storytelling stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, David Cage is something else, bro. Let's just say that. Hey, Kay, how you doing, buddy? How'd your stream go? So yeah. Aside from that, though, in terms of Game Awards content, not much more can be said.
Well, if you think about it,
from my
like
perspective, anyway.
What else would have they shown? Like, what would have been the last thing besides the Matrix? What else would have like ended off in a good way? Like, I can't really think of anything besides like Sonic, which it's Sonic.
What everybody was crying for, man. Breath of the Wild 2. That's really the honest truth. Everybody was hoping for it, and everybody came out wearing clown costumes in the end. Like, really, that's just the genuine goddamn truth.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the Matrix is fine. It's
like
fine.
Oh man, like I said, I find it great. It's a cool premise. Like, let's not front at the fact that it's an awesome thing to see how future of gaming can look, man. Technology is incredible. Gaming looks incredible. But because it's tied to the goddamn Matrix, that's what my big criticism is about. You know? Had it been something else.
It's better than last year's Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, by miles, yes.
Look,
well, they got Vin Diesel on stage, man, and I don't know the other woman.
I mean, look, man, and the Matrix is literally Knuckles, and Sonic was Fast and Furious. It's literally like, do I look like I need your power?
And so Unreal Engine 5 just dunks on the Fast and Furious game.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
But yeah, so not much more can be said for the Game Awards outside of, hey, if you guys had a favorite game that won an award that day, write it down in the chat. Kind of curious. I was very happy to know about Metroid Dread.
Game.
Also, can we just talk about that Metroid got an orchestra segment in that ending? Like, oh shit, the Samus theme playing there.
Yeah.
God, it was so good. Like, even though Metroid fans didn't come out winning with the Game of the Year, they still came out winning with the best action adventure game, as well as the best, just best thing to see or from that presentation. Let's be real. Also, massive respect for the Latin community as well, because it was a bunch of developers. Like, even I think Samus's VA was actually a Spanish VA as well, if I recall correctly. Like, it is done by Mercury's team, who is known outside for their Spanish stuff. So yeah, so for them, Latin love right there. Latin love indeed. And also, It Takes Two. You are correct. Really good game. Fuck the Oscars. So there you go.
Damn.
I'm only quoting what he said. Let's be real.
I kind of want it. I'm so stupid. I just want like a fucking It Takes Two fuck the Oscars edition. It just says it on the top of the goddamn.
Instead of the Game of the Year edition, it's fuck the
Oscars edition. Oh, I love it.
You know how every game has like a Game of the Year edition? Yeah, I just want to fuck the... Can someone please edit fuck the Oscars edition on the top of the goddamn It Takes Two, please?
Yeah.
He might do it himself. You never know.
I'm asking for a lot. The Jim Carrey meme, the fucking It Takes Two.
Yes, but it would be really cool.
Fuck the Oscars.
All right.
Fuck the Oscars.
So I'm going to quickly go over one last bit because we are about to jump right into anime reviews, of course. Yeah. But I do want to talk...
Already?
Yeah, we're at 11 o'clock now.
Huh.
I know. Listen, man, the Sonic movie talk wasn't 50 minutes.
Yeah, nothing really happened in the Game Awards outside of like that.
What do you mean? There's something else.
What was that?
Look. And it's the fact that Genshin, not Genshin, Genshin.
Genshin,
Genshin Game of the Year.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, God. All you Genshin fans out here getting fed. Oh, I'm happy for you.
Nice.
And even the Twitter account for Genshin Impact even made fun of it. Did you guys see
Good
that?
for you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Genshin replied to someone and said, "It's like, yeah, I forget what they said. It's exactly what they were. They said the word Genshin in there.
Yeah, like be winning that way or something like that.
Yeah, Genshin should be that way sometimes. I think is what they said.
There you go. Yeah.
I had to find it.
Oh man. So yeah, one last thing of note to talk about real quick. Next year, at least the start of next year, is gonna look very promising. To those out there, raise your hands. How many of you guys are looking forward to winter 2022? Because we are gonna be fed with a lot of good quality anime this season. This upcoming season.
Oh boy. Yes, we are.
So allow me to just note exactly a couple of the ones I'm excited for before we get into the reviews. So obviously, the one I've talked about for almost a year and a half now, whenever I can, My Dress Up Darling is getting its season debut or series debut this January. Of course, everybody, Takagi-san. I mean, who cannot deny that? Getting a third season coming out in January as well.
Oh my god.
Princess Connect Redive Season 2 is also going to be happening in January as well. Of course, Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 2 is going to be happening on January 10th.
Yeah, let's go.
What else do we got going on? There's a lot of good stuff happening this year. I'm skipping through a couple of the ones.
You guys are spoiled this next year, then.
Yeah, we're getting fed real good.
Shield Heroes coming out.
No, that's not coming out next winter, though. It's coming out later.
Wow. I just know it's coming out that year.
Yeah, it's coming out that year. There's no delay.
I'm on the list right now.
Well, I mean, look, regardless, we're going to be fed really good. If you think this year was good...
Oh, no, next year is going to look fun. Also, you're getting cut off there, buddy.
Yeah, your Discord is really
Discord not your friend today, man. Let's just be real. Discord is just not our friend today.
Discord's being an asshole.
The one I will admit, though, there is one I'm looking forward to next year. It is one I enjoyed in the manga anyway. It's called Fantasy Bishoujo Juniku Oji Santo, which is basically a interesting story. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let you guys watch it yourself and then just get into Wild Ride. So I just only say the title as is. And to those who might know, you know. To those who don't know, get yourself adjusted to what's gonna come. So looking forward to all the shenanigans that are gonna be happening next year.
And we did get confirmation that there was a part-timer season 2 is gonna be airing on summer. So I'm very looking forward to that because I know.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be far later in the future though, but that's gonna be exciting to see regardless. How many years has it been since the original? 12 or something years?
12 years.
It's been about 8 years.
8 years. Well, it should be 10 years by that point.
Well, by that point, yeah.
It was a long time.
What is Sono Bisque Doll Wakoi?
That's My Dress Up Darling. That's the one I was talking about.
Okay. Sad that I thought he was gonna say Sono Biscuits.
Lobster bisque.
I'm not good with Japanese, man. I just see words and I say it. I don't know.
Don't worry. If DSS was here, he would have scolded you to death right now.
Oh, I know.
Actually, no. It's fucking pronounced. Fuck. Actually, no. It's pronounced. Oh, we love TSS. What the fuck was it?
Yeah, so we love you, buddy. And we hope to hear from you again real soon, pal. So
come back, TSS. I need you for this debate.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. I feel bad for this upcoming thing we're about to get into. This is gonna feel so one-sided, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does TSS actually like the episode?
We don't
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what this is usually about.
Yeah, normally we would get the answer here.
Okay,
to clarify, last week's review, he actually said he enjoyed it. Just as much as I did as well. In fact, I actually came out enjoying it.
He gave it either an 8.9 or a 9.1.
No, he said he would give it. He gave it an 8.9 as is, and if the episode did better, he would have given it a 9.1.
Yes.
So we don't know if he either upped the score or lowered the score, but I think a lot of us can agree he'd probably stay right around that same mark, judging just how he views episodes very, very differently from all of us, at least. So it is interesting to see what he's going to say on that. maybe tomorrow or maybe sometime later in the week when he gets the opportunity to do so. So look forward to that. But yeah, what do you guys say? Shall we get into our respective reviews on this week's episode then?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's get into it. We are now going to jump right into the latest episode of PM 2019. Instead of with that Pokeball, we're going to have Ho-Oh transition us into the next scene because, hey, it looks better. So let's get into it, why don't we? Titled, episode number 90, Winter Special number 2, Dialga and Palkia, the decisive space-time battle. Now, what exactly is happening here? Satoshi and friends encounter legendary Pokemon that appear in the Sinnoh region. Dialga is set to control time. Palkia is set to govern space. So, because of this shenanigans that is ensuing, what is going to happen to our boys here? Can Satoshi and friends resolve this crisis the Sinnoh region finds itself in? Let's discuss. All right, so okay. I'm going to start off first, and then I'll pass it on to everybody, and I'll try to be as best I can to summarize my impressions on this episode because, well, this was an episode. Let's just say that. So, obviously, in last week's session, I said I really enjoyed it. In fact, I came out enjoying it the most out of everybody. Normally, TSS would often be the one with the highest score, but I came out on top with that one because I was really enjoying a lot of what the previous episode had provided with the themes, with the stories, and the concepts and everything else, right? So there was a lot to go into. When you view that episode for what it is, it looks really, really promising. Mm-hmm. And I said in that while it does look great, the biggest thing that's holding it back is the fact that it is unfortunately having to suffer from one issue, it being a two-parter. And so when we immediately jump into this episode, insanity ensues. You could immediately tell this episode, they tried to bum rush through almost every single goddamn thing, and it was such a convoluted mess that I can't even begin to I can't even begin to process the shit that I saw. There was so much happening in this one goddamn episode, from space and time travel, stupid weird-ass orbs just appearing out of fucking nowhere, and Ash was like, oh, where the hell is that space-time hole? Oh, it's to the left, right over there. Let's go. It's like, what the fuck?
On your left.
Yeah, it's on your left. And then it's like, left. And then it's like, what's happening with all the characters? Oh, they're for some reason reverting. Okay, that's a really cool concept. Are we gonna elaborate on that further? No, everyone just turns into goddamn Webbos. And I'm like, oh shit, what's happening here on screen? Why is Pikachu suddenly now a Pichu? Why is Rika still voicing Little Ash, despite knowing that in the first episode of JN they got a completely different VA as Ash at that time? So it makes me kind of concerned about that. Like I'm like wondering what the hell's going on with that there. And then of course we have different dimensions going on as well. What's going on here? Oh, it turns out that Ash, Go, Dawn, and Koharu, they're going inside the space-time continuum, and Go decides to call the best person who could possibly help the alternate universe get into the space and time world. Who else can Go call than motherfucking Go himself?
Stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry.
And it's so it doesn't stop there. What makes this shit more hilarious is that you discover that Koharu is a fucking hacker, and she somehow hacked into the Team Rocket, I guess HQ or some shit, and just stole all the data and information and somehow made the equipment, got it running and working, and made it actually preventing them from, de-aging. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Also, I don't know if it's just me, the Koharu alternate universe version sounds so much fucking better than like our Koharu. No disrespect, of course. It's just the way they approach the voicing. But she sounds so badass in this one. I'm like, oh my god, and she is a badass in this one. She actually is taking command
too, and it's
how did Go call himself?
They have the same number.
Exclamation.
How did he call his own
stupidness? Stupidness.
Listen, don't question. Just embrace the stupidness, okay? Just don't even question any of the stupid ass plot points that are happening in this episode. And then it doesn't even stop there. It gets even more ridiculous. So yeah, Go says, "Oh, Go called me, so this Go, will help you, this Ash and this Dawn, go over to that world alongside with this Koharu over here, who's smart as fuck, and this Go, who is competent as fuck. Like this Go is extremely competent. Like he has no, like it shows like as if he has no flaws whatsoever. He's just straight up there, completely badass, I guess, in a way. Just saying, "Oh, hey guys, we're here. Let's get
I'm
going."
sorry to interrupting. God damn.
It doesn't stop there. It continues on, and then like we get to the space-time world. We then find out that Team Rocket actually straight up replaced Matori, because those grunts, I think, in the background are the same grunts that Matori controls in the other universe. So that means Matori in this universe is probably the Team Rocket of our universe. And it's like, what the fuck is happening out here? And then it doesn't even stop there. The best thing to happen in this episode is when everybody starts de-aging a bit. You start seeing everybody turn all little. Even Team Rocket, our Team Rocket to be exact. You thought they would actually have had a major role in this episode? Nah, they were as much in the background as they normally are in Journeys in general. That's just how they are now in Journeys, where they're just so in the background they're not even relevant. They were overshadowed by their alternate universe self in this episode. And Jesse and James are just commenting, "Oh, look, it looks like we're de-aging. Like, my skin feels smooth and all that." Meowth loses his voice, which I thought was pretty cool. Wobbuffet actually turned into a Wynot, which I thought was also pretty nice as well. We got to see them actually carrying the Pokemon like that, which I thought was very cute. We got to see Rowan appear for like a couple of seconds, because supposedly he had a major role in this second act, and then finds out, it turns out there's like a duplicate Rowan, and then they just fly away, leaving this Rowan behind. And it's like, okay, sure, why not? Then we get to the space and time world. What's happening here? Okay.
Oh,
this is the big issue. And thank you for following, Brian. Oh my God, we are almost
there.
We are one away, chat. Just one away.
We just need fucking one
Just
follower.
the mother trucking one. Let's get to it, boys and girls. Let's get to it. So it continues to go further. All right, we're now in the space-time world. Let's see what's happening. Oh my God, we finally got it. We got the
Hey, let's go.
Oh my God, the big 1,000.
Thank you, Bella Mania.
Yeah, you are the big one. You made it here. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all so much for helping us get to 1,000.
Bella Mania is the 1,000th follower. What do I win?
Damn, y'all are amazing.
Out.
Spam those emotes, chat. Y'all deserve to have some fun as well. Hi, YouTube. thank you, Bella Mania. Woo! All right, let's continue the celebration by continuing to review this episode. But thank you everybody for the support.
Oh man, really I click on your name and it says 1K. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Brings tears to my eyes.
Congratulations, KG.
Thank you. All right, so let's get to the review, or continue on with the review. Why don't we? Now, things get stupider. let's continue from there. So we are now in the space-time world. What's happening? Team Rocket, they're competent as fuck. They actually have grunts to work with. They have people to work with to battle against Ash and the others. Animation in that scene looked really clean. Let's be real. That animation in that fight scene did look really nice. The smear animation, the way they flowed, like the thickness of the outlines for certain sequences, they looked really, really good. I like that. And then somehow Team Rocket, alternate universe, became our Team Rocket because their machine broke in the weirdest ass way possible. Through the power of bubbles. They got their computer mechs destroyed. The mechs were completely destroyed because of it, and therefore they turned into teen rockets, got their asses blasted off alongside with their grunts, and that hole just closes up. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's the end of them, right? Now Ash and the gang, what's happening to them? So Ash and the gang, they're turned into even younger forms of themselves, and now they need to figure out how to stop Dialga as well as Palkia too. So what's happening here? So this is where things get crazy. They think that the best solution to fix this entire situation is not by simply destroying the giant circle that's surrounding these two Pokemon, but by the power of praying they could try to see if they can have enough energy to somehow get Arceus' attention to come and fix this shit that Dialga and Palkia are doing. Which, by the way, I feel bad for Dialga and Palkia. They always seem to be fighting over some shit every single time we see them.
It's not over some shit. It's literally just if they meet each other, it's go time.
But why?
They just hate each other.
But why? Why do they hate their guts?
The story can't think of a narrative, so it just has them fight.
The narrative is in the game, no?
They just hate each other. That's it.
Okay, sure. Through the power of hatred, I guess they're going at it. But then why do they have those Arceus things attached to them as well, then?
I don't know how that could happen.
It's stupid, KG.
So did Arceus just make them be okay now?
I'll tell you how. Arceus, through the power of the Hoopa movie, made a cameo appearance in this episode to just say sup. And I guess Dialga and Palkia just got scared by seeing that giant glowing body for like a split second. And they're like, okay, you know what? We'll back off. I'm sorry. We'll back off. And so we revert everybody back to normal. Everybody's back to their cells again. Cynthia, for some reason, was there. Ronan and the others were somehow the only universe there as well. And Ash and gang get sucked back out. They turn back to normal. All their Pokemon are back from being Webbles into their actual forms. And then they go and say bye-bye to Ash and the others. And then the episode ends with Ash, Dawn, Koharu, and Go from our universe running over to Cynthia. And that's it. Day is...
Oh my god.
And
fucking garbage.
So, alright. With all that out of the way, with that entire synopsis finally cleared out of my chest, how do I think about this episode? Let me begin things off by probably pissing everybody off.
Oh no, he liked it.
I love this episode.
Why?
KG, you're garbage.
You're talking to the dude who loves the Hoopa movie.
Garbage.
JJ, you're about to lose like 4
This
followers.
let me be clear about something. This was one of the dumbest, stupidest storylines I've ever seen within the entirety of the Pokemon anime series. We're talking about 1,000+ episodes. This 2-parter was one of the dumbest storylines I think I've ever found myself getting into. But at the same time, my face could not stop from smiling because it was just so stupid that they thought that they went through with it.
Okay, all right. So
here's
when KG does shit like this, I call these negative scores. He's gonna give it a good score, but it's a negative
No,
world.
yeah, listen, this is one of... Let me be clear. I hate this episode for all the right reasons, okay?
Okay.
But I cannot bring myself to straight up hate it entirely because it is just that ridiculous that it's the thing I've asked them to do a while back. What was that thing I said? When you have a plot and you know that like there's like very little time that you could work around with this and you know it's probably, stupid and whatnot, what do? Go full stupid mode. Just straight up be stupid. Don't even try to think of a plot. Don't even try to think of anything. Just go all the way in. Just be ridiculous as possible. Be like a baby version of Gintama. Just don't even think of even trying to put plot points together. Just say, nah, we're gonna embrace this bullshit. We're just gonna ignore the plot. We're just gonna ignore everything we tried to do and just go stupid. And I think that's what this episode did. It was absolutely ridiculous that I was laughing the entire way through because they thought it was a clever ass idea to say, yo, let me just rush through all these goddamn plot points that we saw throughout this entire episode and embrace it. Just accept it. How did Go call Go? I don't fucking know. How did Go have the mechs with Koharu and built them enough in time to get themselves ready to go into this alternate universe? I don't fucking know. We don't even know any of these characters at all. Why the fuck does Ash have Infernape? I don't fucking know. Like, nobody knows.
Okay.
Like, that's the stupidest thing about this plot. But it's so stupid that it works. It is so ridiculous that it works. I love how ridiculous this episode is that I just can't bring myself to fully hate it. And therefore, because of that, This is probably one of my favorite two-parters in Journeys. It is the dumbest
Bad human
plot
being.
that I've ever seen. I would put it up there with the Hoopa movie as one of my favorite enjoyables specials or films of all time, because to think that the writers and the people working on this episode thought that this legitimately was a good idea, that they actually went all the way through with it, should be applauded because this is ridiculous as fuck, man. And therefore, I would like to say this is truly a 9 out of 10 for me. But like I stated at the beginning,
Give it the goddamn
it
perfect
only
score.
is good because it's stupid. It is ridiculous. It has no right
It's
to
not
work.
even good on a bad standpoint.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those, it's so bad that it's good. It kind of like the Tommy Wiseau, The Room kind of bad, where it ends up being good because they went all the way. They thought they were legitimately making something real, and they just ended up being stupid with it the whole way through. That's what I got with this two-parter. I could not bring myself to fully hating on it because, and people can watch the reaction. My face was just at a stuck position of just smiling all the way through because I was knowing at that moment they didn't give two shits about this at all.
Oh, I was like,
but they made it, and therefore I have to applaud them for even trying to commit to something like this. Now, somebody in chat said, can we get a BS score and a regular score? Okay, if I was to give a regular score, and for the two-parter in general, my BS score, like I stated before, was a 9 out of 10. And as a whole, for this two-parter, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it for the sheer stupidity of it alone. As a regular score, this shit's all the way down there below, man. This is like a 3 at best for me. Because there are things in here I do genuinely like. Like, let's be real, the Competent Team Rocket, Cynthia having some form of involvement, even getting to see a little glimpse of her Pokemon as well with Como. Like, Cynthia was there to be pretty. There you go.
Cynthia served as the Ash and Koharu can't fight team, the Competent Team Rocket. So her mom fought it.
Yes.
I must have missed a episode. I don't know what episodes I haven't watched, but is Cynthia, she's appeared before, hasn't she?
Yes, she has had an episode. Well, it wasn't her focused episode, but she had a major moment.
I missed that one. Yeah. So, I was like, when she showed up, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, and then Ash is like, yeah, this is Cynthia. I'm like, you haven't seen her in forever. That's all you got to say. That's it.
No, that is true. They're like, she's just like, oh yeah, it's my buddy Cynthia. Hey, you know, like the champion of the Sour. Hey, say hello to Cynthia. No, I just find it more funny. Pikachu always seems to be so happy with this, though.
I mean, even in the episode where Cynthia actually makes her debut in Journey's Ash, it's just like, sup?
Yeah.
Cynthia?
Yeah. No, Ash already knew about Cynthia in one of the earlier episodes of JN before meeting Cynthia when he discovered that Cynthia is actually in the Masters 8, so...
Well, he didn't discover that. The audience discovered that.
No, I said Ash did. Ash and Dawn already knew, or Ash and Cynthia already knew they were in the Pokemon World Championships for a while, until they got the chance to say hello to each other for the first time in the JN series. But the point of the matter, that has nothing to do with this plot point. So, yeah, that's my score. This was a stupid episode. I loved it for all the wrong reasons. And I would not recommend this for anybody at all. This two-parter, you know what? I can't recommend it to anybody unless you got hardcore fans who know everything, who knows of everything that this series has had to have done to this point, from the beginning to now, or at least DP to now, to appreciate the sheer stupidity that they thought they could achieve with making this a two-parter.
Yeah.
And that's just my take on it. Also, Ash, alternate universe, I got a glimpse of what he was supposed to be, but it's like, you don't even bother trying to at least explain a little bit more of what Ash is in this universe at all. And that kind of bummed me out. I really wanted to see if he really was a coordinator or not, but we never know. We'll never know. Because I'm pretty confident we're never going to see these cast of characters again.
I was like, what?
So, yeah.
He's like, he's my ace. What? Put on Pikachu. What?
No, Pikachu's already an egg at that point.
And he's like, you don't even use the word ace.
So how come Infernape isn't an egg by this point?
They mentioned it. The story did stay consistent. They straight up said if you keep your
they fucking didn't.
Yes, they did because they said if your Pokemon is in the Pokeball,
it ages less. But that still begs the question. That means Ash should have a bunch of fucking Pokemon that didn't evolve back. He only has Infernape. That's the only one?
No, that's the only one we see. But we don't know if he brings out other mods because he never brings them
use
out.
other fucking Pokemon, you idiot! Oh my god.
We don't fucking know. That's what I'm saying. This plot point, you could tell it was so rushed in this short amount of time. They only made Infernape appear just because it's DP, man.
Also, it's not freaking consistent at all. Pichu stays a Pichu from pretty much start of the episode to end, but other Pokemon turn into eggs after they were released from their Pokeballs,
what are you
which
talking
means
about?
they
He
could
got
be
called
aging
back
faster.
For example,
Shut the fuck up, KG. Anyway,
stop trying to come up with goddamn lore for this and embrace the stupidity. You're missing out on quality shit. This is why you guys don't appreciate the Hoopa movie as much as you should.
It's nothing to do with appreciating it. They literally set this plot up on the premise that they're telling a story.
Yes.
So I'm gonna treat it as a story.
Why would you treat one of the worst two parties as a story?
You mentioned Gintama earlier. The way that works with Gintama is that Gintama already does that shit. We know Gintama does that shit. They've consistently done that shit. Pokemon doesn't do that shit on a daily fucking basis. They do that from time to time, and they'll even have episodes about it. Like, for example, that Dream episode where shit got weird. But that's fine. That's a dream. I get it. Pikachu can turn giant in that and use a giant Volt Tackle, and Piplup can use like whatever the fuck Piplup. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Nobody cares about Piplup then.
Yeah, nobody cared. But like, and they were even inconsistent with personalities. Fucking alternate reality Ash acts like a crybaby like he did in the X and Y alternate reality episode. But Dawn's act exactly the fucking same for some reason.
That's because she's a boring character. They can't alternate universe boring, you know what I mean?
Her alternate universe self actually acts like she did in Diamond and Pearl a little more. Isn't that weird?
Even the Piplup was the same because how did the two-parter start off with Piplup sleeping? How did the alternate universe Dawn disappear at the end of this special with the Piplup sleeping as well? So that Piplup is also the same as well. That Piplup is consistent in terms of just being the same in both universes.
I have another.
Go ahead, Polly.
That goes along with not knowing what alternate Ash is doing or where he came from or whatever, is that when he met up with AU Dawn, they didn't even seem to have a relationship or even seem to know each other, yet Go and Koharu knew, like, fake Go and fake Koharu seemed to know each other and have a pretty solid friendship of the fact that they were all together, I guess, but they were riding next to each other and on the Pokemon and whatnot. And Ash and Dawn, the fake ones, or AU, whatever, like, seemed very awkward with each other, which means that they didn't know each other, but it's like, it was just disappointing because it's like, maybe they could have known each other. And you're right, maybe Ash could have been the coordinator. They could have traveled together, but like, the problem is that it's with Journeys, it's very, very surface level. My other issue is when the Pokemon reverted, it would have been really, really interesting to see that Pichu wouldn't listen to Ash, or Raboot went back to being like emo Raboot. I'm sorry, Cinderace reverting back to Raboot went back to like the personality that it had when it was at Raboot and kind of like standoffish. Like, I think it would have been really interesting to like kind of pause for a second and see those personalities reverting, because it's like if Pikachu could get its memory back when everything went back to normal, if Meowth could learn how to speak human again when everything went back to normal, why did it work the same for when they reversed? Like why wasn't that history still there if they were truly going back in time?
How come Gengar and freaking Dragonite turned back into Haunter and Dragonair with by flying like a couple of feet, but fucking Aerodactyl and Flygon, and not the ones with the machines on them, the regular ones, can fly all the way to fucking Spear Pillar?
Oh.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Also, Aerodactyl's an extinct Pokemon. How come he doesn't turn back into a fossil?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Too hard.
Well,
to
I
animate.
mean, actually, no. They
If
can
he's
hatch from
revived,
eggs.
how come the fossil just doesn't turn back into Aerodactyl again?
I wonder if that might be because it's like a split thing where it's like technically de-aging an Aerodactyl is like actually turning into an egg. I'm just assuming that like it has something to do with the space-time continuum. Like theoretically, Aerodactyls can hatch from eggs. But like I don't fucking know that. That's trying to put plot points together at that point.
Ollie, sorry. Continue what you were gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm just very disappointed we didn't get to see Dilf Rowan like at like 40 years old, maybe with like some nice salt and pepper hair.
Christ,
Anyway.
what?
Well, Moranax said something about Cynthia not reversing.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's-
we could have seen a
Although,
teen
wait.
Cynthia.
It
Did we
was
see?
weird.
Did we
Well,
see an
that'd be cool.
alternate reality Cynthia at all? Was that regular
No.
Cynthia?
Regular.
We only
yeah.
saw
Oh,
regular
okay.
Cynthia.
And there
Wait,
was
so that means Team Rocket, at the end of the first episode, Team Rocket sees a wormhole and they go through it. So shouldn't they be in the alternate
That's
universe?
what I was saying too.
No, they
I
are in
noticed
the
that.
alternate universe, but then they
But
go back at the end
Cynthia's
of the
right
episode.
there with them.
No, because she is in a different timeline.
Wait a minute, so you mean to tell me they went in the wormhole and then just popped right back out into the other real world?
No. Team Rocket went to the other world because the wormhole at the first episode, remember, it spawned on top of them. So they went in that one. So Team Rocket went to the alternate universe. They just happened to have the setting be in the exact same place, but in two different universes. So it looks like
Oh
they
my
should be in the same
God.
place, but because
But
they're in two
Cynthia's
different
there, so there is
universes.
an alternate universe.
No, the
Cynthia.
only one we saw was regular universe Cynthia. We never got to see alternate universe Cynthia. Instead,
No,
we
yeah,
only got
that's
to
what
see
I was gonna bring
alternate
up.
universe Rowan.
You know,
That was
Pokemon's
it.
not supposed to be this complicated, guys. But
That's
it
how,
is.
that's what happens when you try to figure out how to put two and two together with a plot point for journeys of all series.
Time travel or time in general as a concept in
You
media
should
is very
never
difficult.
play with that at all.
I said this
Journeys is
last
illegal.
fucking week.
Putting it in journeys is the worst thing you can ever do. Wait, I have one more thing. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Because I have to, the pressure's on because TSS is not here. So that means I'm, I guess, the next in line to be the music person. Yay.
Oh my.
There was one track, despite the chaos and the just sheer pandemonium in this episode, there was one track that was amazing, and it's new. It was kind of like
The
towards
one with the
front
guitar in it while they're fighting Team Rocket.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love that song actually. Yeah, I do
Yeah, it
like
was
that
good.
part. That was dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think I have a new Hayashi track.
Yeah, that was dope. I liked that. That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't deny that. That was some bomb shit. I love that.
Yeah, I was listening to it, I was like, oh my god, what is this? I've never
Yeah,
heard this
I
before.
was
This is
the
great.
music go ham.
You had
Yeah,
the You Say
but it's-
Run vibes, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You even had
Played
like
it
that
differently.
instrumentation as well from the original version of You Say Run. At least that's what I thought anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else you had to
I knew
add, Polly, for that? I guess
it
as
went
a
out of my-
score.
I appreciated the Matori Matrix being there. Although they had galactic bonds, I noticed, for the most part. Yeah, of course, I would have liked to see two other Team Rocket characters.
How come the Nurse
Yeah,
Joy's
I wonder who
How
that
come
could
the
be.
Nurse Joy in the alternate universe isn't a different color? How come she's the exact same color as our universe, Nurse Joy?
Everyone's still on this. All right, I gotta give it like a 5. I don't know. I'm just mad that it's like, oh, let's just the power of friendship. Let's just all hope.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, hope that it'll work out.
Listen, you guys know about Talk No Jutsu. May I present to you Pray No Jutsu instead?
I was actually screaming at them at the episode of the end. I was like, "What is they? No, what are you doing? Don't be like you're like yelling, saying, "Oh yeah, let's just like pray and hope that it'll all be okay," and it will.
All right, since you're continuing the plot, I'll pass that
It
on
was
to you,
fairy
Dane,
tale
when you get a
plot.
chance.
Yeah, exactly. That's what someone said.
Most is that it's always the previous episode that's just so good. Like I really.
Yes, I was getting ready to say
Yes.
that. I love the first part. I love the first part of the episode. You know, I mean the first special.
The first
episode.
part of the special, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. It had a very eerie vibe, Like
Yeah, see,
felt
look, I'm not the
really,
only one who feels that then too.
yeah, it felt like very eerie, and I thought it was really cool. And then I was like, just don't watch the second part though. Make up your own ending, is what I say.
Skip straight to episode 91. You'll be better because of it, Chet.
Yeah, it's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, make up your own thing, just
Make up your own story.
You know what's the worst part? And everybody was bringing this up. I'll pass this on to Dane after I finish this up too. Everybody kept pointing out that this was a absolute inferior version of Necrozma's arc, because literally episode 90 was when the Necrozma showed up in Sun and Moon. That 90 and this 90. And it's hilarious how they almost feel very, very familiar to one another. Except this one is a super gimped version of it, because like 15 people was probably used to pray for Arceus, where in the Sun and Moon series there's like 3 different islands to sync together to give power to the Necrozma, to give light back to the world and all that. At least with the Sun and Moon story, because there were so many islands and so many people and even Pokemon that were contributing energy to that. Yes, and then we get into this one and it's like, 4 kids, duplicates at that, they somehow cloned each other, and alternate universe Cynthia and Rowan and whatever characters that were there, somehow that small group of people were strong enough to gather the energy to summon God in this world.
There was like 8 people.
Fix this shit. So does that mean all you have to do is just pray and everything will be okay? Is that what I'm getting at with this story?
Like it.
Just pray, guys. That's it. Yeah. Eventually, if you just do it, all your wishes will come true, I guess, or at least your problems will get resolved. I don't know, that's what this story is trying to tell me anyway. Watch, we'll get a plot point in the future where it's going to be money does buy you happiness. Watch, I guarantee you that shit's going to happen at some point. So we'll see where it goes. But Dane, I'm going to pass this on to you then, buddy. What do you think about this 2-parter, bro?
The one thing I want to start off with is just to say I actually don't want them to bring back Dawn again. I don't. I think Journeys is ruining her. They did not do a good job with
done.
I mean, I love Dawn. I mean, I love her as in Diamond and Pearl, but just the Journey's Dawn just like Daijobo. She didn't say it that many fucking times in the first. And back when I watched the episode 74, 75, whatever it was, she did not say it like every 5 seconds. Like
she can stay in Diamond and Pearl.
No, there was a whole there was a whole 5-minute scene where she said it every 5 seconds, and I was like, I actually got really annoyed. Maybe it's because I watched the dub Dawn and it wasn't as annoying. Did she say it that much in the original? I don't know. I mean, I don't remember Daijobo being said that many. I mean, it was one episode, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want them to bring it back because it's been 4 episodes, and I think that's enough. They could bring back some other Diamond and Pearl characters, maybe like Paul or something, or
Bring back shit. They should actually focus on their characters and their story.
Yeah, bring back something, someone else. Dawn, I'm fine with her being, done, but I feel like the way the episode ended with her just kind of, they didn't say bye to her or anything. I think she'll be back again.
You know what I think is going to happen? I'm going to throw out a stupid ass theory right now. Because Legends is coming out, there's going to be a Legends storyline where Ash and Go are not going to meet this Dawn. They're going to meet the ancestor Dawn from back then.
Oh,
and they're going to interact with her. And they're going to contain the same VA and everything from that.
No,
except instead of a Piplup, she's going to have an Oshawott or something.
And then Real Dawn's going to be there too, and it's going to be this episode all over again.
We're calling it now.
And then Go's going to catch the Stantler from that universe or some shit like that. Oh, no, bring the one that he has from his universe. Evolve it in that world, and then brings it back. There you go. I can see it now. All right, but continue on, buddy.
I was just going to say the rest, we've talked about majority of what I was going to say already. Rowan, he says that, Ash and Go are like, oh yeah, you two look like you're capable enough to stop Dialga and Palkia from causing war, whatever the hell's going on. He literally says, yeah, you two might have the heart to do that.
The two kids 10-year-olds
that I've never even met before. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go do that. That was it. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I did like Competent Team Rocket. I want to see a little bit more of that, but that ain't gonna happen, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, Ash. Why the hell? I mean, why is this Ash even in Sinnoh? Why was alternate Ash in Sinnoh?
Because that's what the fucking games are right now.
I guess, but like I thought this was because Koharu and Go are here. Why is Ash here too? It's just,
why is he by himself?
Yeah, why is he's by himself? This Ash is just a completely different Ash, I guess, because he has Infernape though too. So this is taking place of I don't know. I'm not good. I don't know. My head's gonna hurt trying to think about that. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And then he has Infernape on his hand. Whatever. I don't know. Story shit. Yeah, that's about it. We talked about the other stuff in the war when they actually went to Dialga and Palkia, and they turned little kids, which was weird. I guess that's supposed to represent the chibi stuff from the games, Diamond Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl. You know, when they're like little chibis.
Yeah,
maybe that's supposed to be like a little reference to that. But yeah, that's we've talked about pretty much everything else I was gonna say.
Actually, I want to bring that up real quick. So they mentioned about like the Pokemon, obviously they're de-aging, right? And they mentioned about like the characters now, humans are also de-aging too. But aside from like Jesse, James, and Meowth, who were hopping through space and time, so that makes sense. We never actually got to see anybody outside of those 8 kids actually de-aging.
I just expect them to draw that fucking much.
Oh, did you guys notice when they evolved back, they used the evolution sound to evolve the humans back too?
Yes. So they evolved, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they evolved. They had the evolution sound when they were all going back to normal. I was like, whoa, human Ash is evolving.
They really don't age in this series. They straight up have to evolve. That's just how they're designed in this goddamn world.
Oh my god, that's true.
Because we never see anybody age. So therefore, I think they have to straight up evolve in this series.
That's amazing. I never thought about that.
And there's a new theory for you suckers out there to enjoy, everybody.
But yeah, other than that, I love the first, part of the special in general. I thought it was like a really cool setup. Well, cool, not really. It had a cool premise. Like, it was very eerie when they went to the other universe or other dimension or whatever. Like, it had a really cool, like, eerie vibe because it's like, everything's a little off here. Everything was like, the flowers weren't in the same place, whatever, But it was just I wanted more of that, but, we only had really 1 episode, 2 episodes in this other universe. So it's like, what can you do with that, This is the problem with Journeys, that it needs more than 2 episodes for a arc. They call this an arc.
No. They call this a special.
Oh, okay. I thought they called it a diamond arc or something. That's where it's listed on Cerebi, I thought.
No, they call it a special.
Okay, whatever. But I heard the word arc somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere there was an arc, and then they turned it into a special.
Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. I like the first part more than the second part. I would skip the second part, make up your own ending. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
All right. Listen, Tyrone, I know you want to go as much as anybody else, but I feel like I want to save you for last because I feel you're gonna bring up so much shit that I would like for you to not get interrupted in any way, shape, or form. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so let me allow everybody else to give their contribution, and then we'll pass this on to you. Evie, I don't know. I don't blame you if you haven't watched JN because nobody will. But I have to ask: have you at least seen anything? Evie?
Look, you're right. I haven't seen it, but your premise is enough to get me mentally fucked up. I don't.
You scared Evie from watching Journeys. God damn.
No, Tyrone, why you say goddamn? You mean yay? No?
No, I'm saying goddamn as in wow. Your description of the episode was so accurate, it literally what he heard scared him.
Oh, wow. Azure brings up a good point.
We've just been fucking with Evie. None of this is true. The episode was actually really great. We're just...
Yeah, like my review was actually genuine. It was a real 9 out of 10. Oh, man. All right, so thank you, Evie, for contributing your 1 sentence. And I apologize for scaring you to death.
No, you're fine.
All right, so let me pass this on to Nessa then. Nessa, I assume you have, because you were literally with us in that reaction night, so I have to ask, now that you had a little bit more time to process whatever it is we watched, what do you have to say about this?
So today I actually rewatched both parts, part 1 and part 2, so to see what I'm getting into. And I actually I remember last week because I joined in last week's watch party, and I remembered I was like, oh my god, this like the setup is so good. It was like it was liking like I was liking everything it was setting up for the like that possibly for the next episode, and I remembered saying like I'm not gonna get a rating yet because it's like it's still just only the first half, so I was gonna wait till this time. But then when I saw the second half, I'm sitting here like, oh my god, what's going on?
The last 2 or 3 minutes of the episode just made me like I was like, what? Every 5 seconds, like something was happening. If you blinked, you missed something. You know.
I was sitting. I think the second one I had to literally pause and rewind because I was like, okay, wait, what just happened? Because it's just like the moment you look away, maybe like 2 seconds, and then there's like something else completely happening, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. So like, yeah, so I had to do that. Like literally had to like rewind a few parts just to see if I missed something because it just happened so fast, and then also it did like a complete 180 too because I was thinking like I actually thought it was gonna be more stakes just in general from the way that they set up the episode like competent team. I actually thought like original Team Rocket was gonna meet competent Team Rocket in the other side, and then there was gonna help on their end to stop them. But no, I was surprised.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, and because I'm pretty sure if it was another series, still, I think Team Rocket would have been pretty much involved. Original Team Rocket would have been like with the thing with the everything like XY, they were very involved if I recall in DP, and like so I would have loved to see that more. And then everything also too. I was like, I'm sitting here like, what I was Cynthia. I was like, what was her point being on in this special? There's like she didn't really do much except I think the first part she played a little bit more of a role, but then the second part, basically she kind of just stand back and then just didn't do much. She just like
she put her hands together.
Yeah, that's all she did.
And prayed.
Yeah, that's all she did. I was like, so what's the point of making Cynthia over? I actually thought she would be helping. Like she probably would have tried to get more involved and help the kids out because I was like. Because I guess she literally in the blink of an eye, they were gone in front of her. But then I was like, she could have like tried to help stop like competent Team Rocket because it seems like everyone was having trouble.
Yeah.
So I thought Cynthia would do more. I seriously thought she would do more.
You would think the champion of the region would help out a little more, but you know.
Yeah, and then also and then competent Team Rocket though. When they finally revealed their plot line, I thought to myself like, oof. They're way too ambitious because like they were thinking like, oh, our plan is like to debuff everybody to eggs and then retrain them into like brainwashing them to believe them to become a more Team Rocket force. I thought that was a cool idea, but at the same time I was like, ooh, that's gonna be way damn ambitious too at the same time. And then of course something had to happen. Mm-hmm. But I kind of wish the part I was most disappointed about the entire part is just the praying part. I thought that was total bullshit. the whole prayer. I'm sorry.
Your prayers are bullshit.
I'm sorry.
Imagine if Arceus came out and said that. He's like, your prayers are bullshit, and then it just destroys the world.
I'm sorry.
The fuck was that?
So basically, you just have to pray to Arceus to stop everything, and that's it. I was like, there was like no. That's why I was kind of like, I was just like, I couldn't process that. That was just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why? Why that had to end like that, and then it just rushed so fast before we were done with the episode.
Well, I think they wrote themselves into a corner with like everyone's an egg, and you got the kids left. What do? They should have done that.
Pray to God, I guess. Like, and then also too is like when then we had like the was like the other Koharu and Go, and like I think she was like a freaking like hacker. I was like, I could have swear they could have done more with them. Like, if they wanted to add like a third part, because I wanted more I wanted to see more of the alternate universes of them. Like, they could have like done something like try to find like, oh, how do we summon Arceus if they couldn't, besides the praying part, like try to add more stakes to it, like how they could summon him. Like, they could have add something additional to it, saying, oh, we had to find this, like, I guess like an item or something like that to summon him or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So they could have easily done that, but no, they're just like, no, we'll just pray. Pray. That's it. And
Praying
so
solves everything. There.
and so yeah. So overall though, overall though, I like the idea. It's just like the execution was not the best. I was like, I love. That's why I was like, I love the first part. Everything was done, everything right, but then the second part, it was just like, yikes. I was like, I still enjoyed like the little moments, like with the chibi, when they be turned into kids, when they de-evolved. Like, I love Pichu. He was so adorable when he put him in the little pocket. Like those little things, I did enjoy. But then but everything else, it was just like, I wish I could have done better. That's it. And that's all. So that's how I feel though. So that's why I'm like, I couldn't really say much on Friday because I was just like, what the hell I just saw. This is why.
You know what I find amazing? Everybody was sharing their input on the review, but I just love how everybody was just laughing throughout the whole thing. Like nobody could be serious about the review. You could hear that everybody had like a bit of chuckle in each of everybody's review, because it's true. The shit is so stupid. I love that everybody had a different take on it. But as I said, and I don't know, maybe you guys can agree with me or not, but despite how stupid this thing was, can you at least say you genuinely like
it was fun,
smiled the way through, but not for the right reasons?
Exactly. Yeah. It was fun, but in a very stupid way.
Yeah, like that's how I kind of feel like for stupid reasons. I was like, I did enjoy like the little other parts, but I was like, I wish more of it could have been explored because I actually liked it. I want more. But no.
All right.
I think it's just Journey's problem in general. You know, it's just the episodic nature. You know, that's if it didn't have that problem, this would have been great. Or not. I don't know about great, but it would have been better.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why I'm like, I think the episodic nature is just killing everything in general.
Oh my god. I was really, in my head for some reason, I was really thinking there would have at least been one of us in this call that would have actually said in genuine form that they really did enjoy this episode.
Well, we got Tyrone left. Maybe
you're right. I mean, Tyrone, what did they say in that statement? It's like, save the best for last or something? I guess he might be the defining one. Maybe he was just faking it this entire time and he genuinely enjoyed this two-parter like the whole way through. And what we heard was just an illusion. I don't really know. But hey, I guess now is the appropriate time to kind of question him and see what he has to say about it. So everybody get yourself set. Tyrone, if you're here right now, now is the perfect time for you to hop in and share your input. If you're not here, then I'll take that silence as the fact that you enjoyed this episode. So I'm sure you're here, though.
Y'all are fucking stupid. This episode's garbage. What?
There it is.
Here we go.
All right, then, Tyrone, take it away, buddy.
Ass, bruh. Absolute ass. So, okay, first of all, I want to talk about the fact that, like, I know you guys are saying the appeal is that it's so stupid that it's appealing, but it can't even do that right. It can't even. I've seen stupid ass episodes of Pokemon. I've been binge watching fucking Kanto and Johto for a bit, so I know stupid shit that's fun, that's at least competently funny. This isn't even enjoyable on a stupid standpoint. They're legitimately trying to make a two-parter arc involving Dialga and Palkia fighting again, and they don't even have the decency to have like if you're gonna mess with space and time, they tried to add rules to it. But the rules are so inconsistent, they would have been better off just making it crazy. Instead of having the Pokemon like de-evolve backwards, since time's going crazy anyway, time has no measurement anymore. You could have Pokemon evolving into random ass forms at random ass times. Ghastly's a Ghastly at one point, then immediately evolves up to Gengar, skipping Haunter, then goes back down to Haunter at one point, then goes back to Gengar. Play with this shit. Like, if you're gonna play with it for real, but they're not even doing that. Make it so some Pokemon know some shit that they know after a stage. Like, Pichu weirdly knows Iron Tail for some reason, even though it didn't learn it until it was Pikachu. Play with this! You're not even playing with it right. I found it fucking hilarious, though, when Pichu tried to break the red chain. It was hilarious. Because everybody's like, we gotta do something. And Pichu jumps in and goes, pink! And I was like, oh. Shit.
Maybe if they prayed to it, it would have worked.
I actually enjoyed little moments.
If you would have prayed.
I want more. I'm like, I want more. Like
Dialga, it's rewind time. No, Dialga controls time itself. Dialga can do whatever he wants to time. So play with that shit. Have it so random wormholes are popping up and then goes like, oh, we can use this to our advantage. So they're fighting Team Rocket and like they're doing a direct fight and they can't fight the head to head, but then one of the wormholes pops up behind them. So then Cinderace uses Pyro Ball and it goes into one wormhole and pops out and hits them from the back or some shit. Like,
Oh, that'd been cool.
That would have been the Doctor
play
Strange move.
with the world that you fucked up.
Play with me.
like I'm saying, they could have done more.
Like, you fucked up this much. Every mistake you've made up to this point is, at this point, you've made so many mistakes, you can only go up from here. And they don't even do that. Like, they don't explore any of that shit. Once they get, like, and then it's all inconsistent. Freaking, bro, Rowan says, oh, the time reverses are going faster. Ash was able to get his freaking Gengar and Dragonite to fly for, like, a little bit. But for some reason, if they're going faster, Flygon and Aerodactyl shouldn't be able to get all the way to from where they were to Spear fucking Pillar. Like, what? Like, how are they even able to do that? And then, it's so sad everybody keeps saying, like, oh, Koharu and Go are, like, really good in this universe. People, it's sad when the only time we can get really good Koharu and Go is a Koharu and Go that don't even fucking belong in the canosity of this universe. It means that they literally knew how to write these characters and deliberately chose not to. And then to spit in our faces, they made better versions of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
As an insult, like, haha, this is what you could have got, idiots. This isn't even remotely funny. How come both the Eevees evolve back at the same rate, but alternate reality Koharu's Eevee has the fucking machine on it, so it shouldn't be reversing through time, but for some reason the two are on the exact same pace. Regular Koharu's Eevee should have went right back to an egg, but it didn't. It got back into an egg later on during the fight after the other Eevees had broke.
Yeah,
And
I noticed that too. I thought it was weird. Yeah.
And then, like I said, and then I feel like them having different personalities was a decision that was only made in episode 2. Because Dawn acts exactly like her alternate self. They act the exact fucking same. No personality differences.
Actually, to me, the two Dons that I saw, they look different to me. I think because like
they look different, they act the same.
No, the way they talked sounded different to me. I don't.
I'm sure
look.
I'm sure TSS is gonna tell me that there's some type of dialect in their voice that's different. I'm talking about how the fuck they act.
Well, Woman was really sad the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time. So I mean, it's hard to tell.
With Ash, they always gotta make his alternate self a punk bitch, and they do that because they need to make the regular Ash look good in comparison.
Yeah. All right.
I know they took a page from the XY mirror special because he was also like very timid and crying all the time. So
they do that because they have no choice but to do that because he has to be the polar opposite because then that would make our Ash look better by comparison. Mm-hmm. They have to have our Ash look competent. So to do that, they got to make this Ash a punk bitch for no reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what is he even doing here? This is a timeline where Ash didn't even meet Go. So why the fuck is he in the Sinnoh region? But they're not going to explain it. There's so many questions around it. And then people will go, just roll with it. I can't just roll with it if it's a two-parter. And they literally are making a plot around this bullshit. They went through the effort to make this story. So excuse the fuck out of me if I'm an audience member and I want to learn about the story.
No, like Journey has no story.
Like they went through the trouble to make this whole setup. They did all of this, and Team Rocket did, and Team Rocket didn't do jack shit. I was at least kind of hoping that the incompetent Team Rocket, our Team Rocket, was so incompetent they would mess up the competent Team Rocket's plan.
That's what I wanted too. That was something I was like they could have done.
Because you want to know why? Because they've done that shit before. Mm-hmm. How many Team Rocket plans have failed just because our Team Rocket is so bad at their plan? Remember in Johto Poly when Team Rocket dressed as Team Rocket to steal Team Rocket's Pokemon?
Oh, absolutely. I watch that once a year.
Yes.
Didn't JN have that as well? Literally with Matori, like them infiltrating Matori stuff?
Yeah, they did. Because they helped with they helped with Ash and Go, but they were disguised. But
and I'm just like, and Mornox is saying like sense of humor. This wasn't supposed to be a comedic episode. At no point were they trying to be a comedy here.
No, they were being serious the whole way
through. They were playing this shit straight the entire way through, and I'm not laughing, and I'm not entertained. People, in fact, when I went on Twitter the day after the episode it came out, I didn't see anything that was that people tweeted redeemable about this episode. You want to know what I heard the highlight of the episodes were? We get to see the other Pokemon in their younger forms. Mm-hmm. How sad is it that the one thing that people like the most is the fact that the Pokemon, since Ash had all his Pokemon pretty much fully evolved, we get to see younger versions of them because the show didn't bother having Ash catch them at younger versions to give them character development to build them up to fucking evolved Pokemon. So, the slightest glimpse of seeing them as babies, look at that! I'm glad you guys have the exact same appreciation as jingling keys in front of a baby's face. Like at this point, it's gotten so bad that only the little things at this point are expected to be highlights, and that's just sad. It makes it look desperate. Like, we'll do anything to be satisfied with what the garbage is giving us. The problem with what you do that with that gives them permission to not try. We criticize for a reason, so that things get better. Not so that we can just accept whatever the fuck they give us. Polly said it before, and I think Nessa said it too. If the Pokemon are going to evolve back, give them their older traits. Oh, but I'm sorry, that would have taken too much fucking time. Yeah. We said this at the beginning. This episode was only 24 minutes long. There was no way in hell this was going to work. This was doomed to fail from the very fucking beginning. And if it's gonna be doomed from the very fucking beginning, then you owe it to an entire audience that you decided to make this episode for some decent storytelling to at least patch some of this stuff together. Nessa nailed that shit right on the head when she said they could have just had a plot MacGuffin in order to help out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would have been simple as hell. Give them a plot device. Cynthia goes, I was researching the distortions and I found this.
Yeah.
And it's like an Arceus-shaped thing. And she goes, I don't know. But when I went to go research it at Spear Pillar the other day, I had a bad feeling. You guys hold on to it. Yeah. And then immediately when that happened, they could have gone towards the plot, prayed to Arceus, and used that MacGuffin. At least then it would have been fine. At least then you can sort of believe, it's a sample of Arceus' power, and thus that is enough to break these two up. How did Team Rocket get the red chain? They just sort of brief over that. You just gotta assume they got it. Which is sad because their plan is actually not bad. It's a good fucking plan. It's to steal the Pokemon when they're at their weakest. Mm-hmm. And retrain them up to make them better, which is a plan I would kind of wanted to see be done. Because I would love an idea where Pokemon got retrained to be evil.
It was really ambitious.
Rather than be under the ownership of their original trainers. It's a legitimately good plan. Obviously, it's going to fail, and we've only got about 13 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, Terrell, did you see the two-parter out of curiosity?
I
know he doesn't watch Jan, but I'm kind of curious. I know, that's why I was wondering if you watched the second one.
But the second episode, I explained it to him when I was doing Persona, and he thought I was, joking. I was dead fucking ass. And then he just shook his head like, I'm so sad, bro.
He's like, you're just fucking with me, right? No.
It's
no. Hell, we scarred Eevee here, so I mean, I don't... I'm not surprised.
Everybody's all like, they prayed to Arceus, I mean, it's silly, just go with it. No. Never fucking excuse laziness. Never fucking excuse a lazy solution to an otherwise complicated fucking climax. You fucked up the climax to this point, and you feel like you can just shove it all under the bed and it's fucking clean? Fuck you, Journeys.
I know, that was like a fucking BS. I'm like, what? So we just pray? That's it? What?
What can we do? Just hope.
It annoys me too because it's like,
Don't
again,
give me hope.
it's teasing the whole serious Team Rocket thing, but I know that it's never gonna happen. It only has to happen in an alternate universe. Like, this could have been an actual movie where like they do what they said they were gonna do, like Tyrone said, train the Mons up to be to retaliate against their trainers and similar to what Butch and Cassie did in the Orange Island.
We have an alternate timeline where like Ash and co are evil because they're a part of Team Rocket and they got retrained Pokemon to show up as such. So now we're dealing with an evil Ash versus regular Ash and shit, and you could fucking use that. And then they gotta go through the different dimensions to find the Team Rocket that started all of this bullshit. They had if you're gonna fuck with time and space up to this point, you got an infinite amount of possibilities that you can do, and y'all blow y'all wad on the first jerk.
There's like so much you can do. There's so much. There's so much potential, but that's just our.
As TSS would say, at least things are changing now because we got a second director, something like that.
This is inexcusable. I'm sorry. I don't care what the premise was. This doesn't even look good to promote the games. They barely use any goddamn Sinnoh Pokemon outside of Piplup, Infernape, and that was it. Oh, and we saw what? Purugly, I think?
I don't know what we saw.
We saw Purugly, Rhyperior, and Stuntank.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, and then Crybaby Ash goes, I've got Infernape, and I'm like, you had this thing the whole fucking time.
And you couldn't use them earlier.
You couldn't use them. You couldn't have used them earlier. You couldn't use them when
that's right. Because Ash has Lucario and that's it.
You couldn't have used them when the evil Team Rocket showed up earlier. You couldn't have used them when. Fuck you, Journeys. This is bullshit. And y'all sitting here, and there's people just accepting this as going, oh, this is fine. This is fine. It was just craziness. Just go with it. Oh, just turn off your brain. I like my brain, thank you. And I want to use it. And I shouldn't have to turn my fucking... Why? How is that physically acceptable in any concept other than this one? To turn your brain off to enjoy something.
We've given it up, Tyrone.
What a fucked up excuse to thoroughly enjoy some art or thoroughly enjoy a story is to literally become stupid.
Y'all are stupid.
That's not a viable excuse to me.
Oh man,
this episode gets a 2.
Wow, that's generous.
You want to know what saved it from the 1?
What?
The music.
Yay.
The music that happened in the battle scene, and I like the little cut flash animation that they had during the fight.
Yeah.
That was okay. After that, this episode was garbage from start to fucking finish, bro. Like I can't. I'm so upset.
What about the special as a whole?
What? You think that's gonna change my opinion?
No, because I think you gave a different score back then, so I was just wondering for
I gave that like a 5.
You gave that a 5, yeah.
Wow,
oh my god.
Yeah. Man, you were generous.
Well, yeah, because they actually did do a good job with a little bit of build-up and tension for the most part, but I knew they weren't going to do anything with it. So at that point, I was just giving it the benefit of the fucking doubt. That lowered that score to a 3.
Oof.
Oh, damn.
And the special as a whole gets a 3.5.
All right, so just to catch everybody up to speed again for scores, Tyrone, a 3. Dane, what was yours?
The first part, I actually kind of lied. I'll give it like a 5 or a 6. The second part, a 2, probably 2 or 3, something like that.
All right, so we'll average it to a 3 as well then.
3, yeah.
Okay, so Tyrone a 3, Dane a 3. Nessa, what was yours for the special as a whole?
Special as a whole, I would have given a 6.
All right.
I was, so it was like 9 for me. It was like a 9 for the first part, but then the second part, it just like dropped down pretty bit because there was like the only saving grace is just the parts, the little moments. That's the only thing that saved it for me. But otherwise, yeah, no.
Okay, understandable. Polly, what about you as a special? What was it again?
I guess I average it out, it'll probably be a 6 or maybe a 5.5 because the first part I gave an 8 originally, I think. This one I gave a 5. So if I'm doing the math right, that seems about right.
Yeah, so we'll do it like 3, 3, 6, 6. Evie's to be decided at some point in the future because he's so messed up right now from our reviews. I apologize.
What about you, KG? What'd you say?
I give it a 9.
I'm gonna.
I give it a 9.
Okay, that's your
I'm-
bullshit rating. What about your real You're not giving it a 9, KG.
I gave it a 3, I said.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
No, I'm with you there. I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
You know what? I need to give it a
Evie just had to
5.
hear us. He knew already. He didn't even need to see the episode. He knew just from our accurate descriptions of these episodes. Already know.
Here's
he doesn't
my
need to
thing,
see it.
though.
Okay, let me put it this way. If you want an episode that's wacky as fuck, that's done right, watch The Ghost of Maiden Peak in the original series. That episode is dumb at its
Yeah, I
core.
watched that last week. It was
but
good.
it's fucking hilarious.
Watch
Yeah.
JoJo. Watch every episode.
You know, actually, just to make sure things don't always have to be like, oh, why you gotta always bring it to OS? Can you bring a reference or an episode from the more modern era?
Like, oh, okay, I know the Diamond
Because I know
Pearl
some. Because you got to remember, writing back then and now is very different. So maybe try
you can
matching
even
the
get,
modern with the
years.
modern.
And if I mean, I said the Diamond and Pearl Dream one was okay. It was pretty decent. Like, you can let that one go because of the Dream World stuff. But even like,
I
even
would
if
like to
pick
use
some-
that Pikachu Nightmare episode from X and Y.
Yeah, or not even that one. Not even that
Oh,
one.
remember the Meowth and Pikachu when they go to the Pokeball factory?
Not even no. That's more of a comedic Looney Tunes situation. Say the Rotom episode, the one where they go back in time.
Oh, the hotel place or
Yeah,
whatever?
like that one's
Yeah.
that one in and of itself is ridiculous because they're literally just going back in time to fix everything. But even that's a little bit more acceptable because at least we get to see that Clement is using Rotom's like ability to change appliances to its advantage and stuff like that. And that they're all legitimately going out of their way. So yeah, time travel makes no goddamn sense, but they're trying to at least plug it together. So it's nonsense. But it's digestible nonsense.
Yeah.
The baseball episode. I mean, that one's.
Yeah,
Baseball,
like
yes.
like X and Y actually did the whole mirror world thing. So they've done space and
Yeah,
time.
that was like one of my favorites too.
Yeah, they did space and time, and yeah, even that
In
episode, the
separate
mirror world
occasions, yeah.
episode. Yeah, the mirror world episode. But yeah,
It's
look,
space.
they did it in separate occasions because they knew they couldn't cluster that shit up together in one episode. Like.
Yeah.
Like even the weird and XY doesn't get a lot of weird episodes because it's for the
deserves,
most
yeah.
part it's more serious. But even when they do it, it's at least digestible enough for you to believe like the rules that they're setting out.
Yeah.
This was just like we're gonna establish some rules and then immediately fuck all those rules over for no other reason than we got 24 minutes left.
What? How much time we got? 24 minutes. How much story plot you got? About 2 hours worth. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Let's cut this and this and this and this and this and then speed
And the
up
But keep
worst part
these
about
bits here.
all of this, the worst part about all of this, and I think this, the worst part about all of this, like Dean said, this may be Dawn's last appearance, and nothing of value was taken from this at all. So as far
From
as we're
both.
concerned, this is filler.
Yeah, it really kind of is.
With the
However,
only
like
exception being Koharu met Cynthia.
I feel like they're gonna promote Legends Arceus at some point. In
That's
the
why I
anime,
said we're gonna meet Ancestor Dawn in the
with
past.
regular Dawn again.
It's gonna have the same VA. It's gonna be everything. It's just gonna be from thousands years ago. So that's all.
Ollie, you weren't here when I said it last week, but I was even mad at a continuity error that they fucked up when Dawn said, "I found another me," and I found another me, and they didn't do a callback to Princess Salvia, and Togekiss is in the goddamn episode.
I was there
Yeah.
last week.
Wait, you were?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah, she was. I think you were dozing off. That's what it was.
Yeah, she was half asleep or half awake, whatever the way is.
I remember that part.
I'm like, you've got Princess fucking Salvia. Like at some because they make the joke. They were like, oh, like how Koharu had a double, but that was the Princess of Ekritik or whatever.
Yes.
And then and then freaking Dawn could go, oh, you were confused for a princess too? Like they didn't even need to do a flashback. They could have just had her say it.
Yep.
I'm so mad. I'm so upset.
This is why I'm glad I like obscure characters, because I know they'll never come back, which
This
means
is
it
garbage,
opens up the possibility for just whatever I want.
And people sit up and people sit up and like this shit. And you know what? Again, I'll clarify. If you like Journeys, that's perfectly fine. But people put this shit on the same ranking as other shit we've gotten that's done better, and then just say, "Oh, this is some great stuff that Pokemon's done." And I'm like, "What? Are you mental? Like what?"
Oh, you can go on Twitter and be like, they were like, "This is the best thing I ever watched ever." I'm like, really?
I'm like, bro, this makes me sad.
Yeah, well, you don't watch a whole lot then.
Yeah.
May I introduce you to the 20 years of other Pokemon anime seasons behind this one?
Yeah, really.
Any of them. Hell, even Black and White. Hell, X, Y, and Z as well. There's right there. But you do need to watch X, Y for X, Y, and Z though. So
Don't forget the Litleo episode. Yeah, okay.
yeah, wow, you brought that one, but not the Quilladin. Excuse me.
Oh, cool. Hey, I like that one. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I know. I'm in the minority there, but
What about the
okay.
Bionicle episode?
The what?
The Bionicle.
Oh god,
episode.
the Binacle.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I forgot. I even forgot what that episode was. Oh, was that when Frogadier evolved, or when Froggy evolved the Frogadier?
Yeah, Froakie evolves on the Frogadier in that episode.
Yeah, that was a. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one in X, Y, and Z when Bonnie has that thing on his head.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
that
nobody
episode.
remembers
Holy
that
crap.
episode. Until you went to the other one instead.
Yeah, well, that was an episode. Wow, I must have. Maybe I.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the same episode where Alon fought a Zygarde or some shit like that.
Oh,
I don't remember
okay.
that episode was stupid.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
boy.
the key one. I weirdly kind of like the backstory behind the key one.
Yeah,
About the
Because he's a
not the plot
locksmith.
that it was tied to.
Lilio.
Oh yeah, he's a locksmith, and his father's a locksmith, and they have like a falling out, and then in the background, yeah, Alon's fighting 50% Zygarde with Charizard, and again, that kind of gives you an idea of how strong Charizard is. Again, this thing fought Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza, and 50% Zygarde. So don't look surprised if it's able to do some amazing shit.
Yeah.
In other words, a good episode today
Yeah.
of the pod. At least. Not the episode. But the
Yeah,
pod.
this. The only redeeming factor at this point is that this is the stream where KG got his 1,000 followers.
Hell yeah. So there you go, Chad. That's the best thing about this week's episode of PM 2019. It helped us get that milestone.
Is next week the Gengar?
Yes,
stuff,
it
right?
begins the Gengar, aka
The show has
Onion
decided
Kun.
that Gengar. The show has decided after 90 episodes, Gengar deserves development.
After getting
Which
his
I hope
ass
he
beat, by the way,
devolves,
as well. Don't forget his ass got beat like
He's
16 times or some shit like that.
He's gonna get his G-Max power up and immediately go to the discard pile where Farfetch is.
Yeah, honestly, he will because Pikachu's. That's what Leon's gonna. He's gonna use against Leon. He's gonna use Pikachu G Max or whatever the hell it is. He's not gonna use Gengar.
You mean that thing he hasn't used since he got it?
Yeah, he's gonna. That's exactly what. Or the use that or the Z move.
That's the sad part. We all know he's gonna win. It's just a matter of getting to it.
Ash has not used G-Max Pikachu since he fought Leon. That's the
Yep,
last.
he'll use it again.
Last appearance.
Yep, and that's the last. He'll
What do
use
you
it again.
mean? He
for
used it
Leon.
against Bloatmax.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't
creamy.
Gigantamax. That was Pikachu just being fucking fat.
No, that's why I called it Bloatmax.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's just a joke. Don't worry. But all right. So obviously we got that to look forward to. I feel like there was something else I needed to address, but I can't recall off the top. Oh, right. Now I remember. At least with this episode, there is one thing we can now officially say. Ash has theoretically owned the Pokemon from their baby forms to their final forms thanks to this special. Because Ash got Pichu to Pikachu, Ghastly to Gengar, Dratini to Dragonite, Fossil to Dracovish, Farfetch to Surfetch, Riolu
He
to
didn't even use
Lucario.
Dracovic in that
The
episode.
wikis are going to be going
but I'm
crazy.
saying now, thanks to this episode, all of the Pokemon, thanks to them getting reverted back to eggs, have now also meant that in the wiki they have to go and put them from Ghastly
Oh my
to their final
God.
forms. So this is the first series and only series where that was legitimately possible.
He didn't use Dracovic or Surfetch, which I just realized if it goes in order in which Pokemon came out or however long they were out, why didn't he just call those two out after the fact?
He didn't have him on hand.
Garbage.
You're overthinking too much, buddy.
We don't need the Legend of Dratini anymore, I guess.
No, this episode butchered it.
Garbage.
All right. Well, since everybody was very positive about this review, let's change let's choose the prediction outcome. 100%. Let's see what people have to say. This episode was, and this was created by Donnie, bad. 100% of the people said it was bad, and good 0%.
Really? I thought it'd be like maybe like 5%.
Actually, no. One person voted good.
Oh man.
KG.
How many?
No,
oh
no,
my
no, it
gosh.
wasn't me, buddy. I can't. I swear.
Who are you? One person.
Where the fuck you at?
Oh, I see the name. I see who it is.
Where is it?
All right, we gotta choose the
Point 'em
outcome.
out.
So was this episode good or was this episode bad?
Fantastic. Loved it.
Yes.
It was me, Dio.
I guess it all depends on who is the one speaking about this outcome. So, say if I was talking about it, I would say this episode was good for the wrong reasons. So theoretically, I would pass it to the good side because of that alone. But if Tyrone was the one to decide this, he would say the episode was just straight up bad. So the bad side would win this.
Bad, yeah, bad all around.
Okay.
And Arceus collected his fucking paycheck and left again. Piece of shit.
He did the Hoopa stunt. I told you. It's just a Hoopa movie stunt.
I don't know why Ash is calling Palkia a son of a bitch. This fucking Arceus has been able to do this shit multiple times where he just
And guess
shows
what?
up.
He's gonna do it
Really?
again in a few months when the special for Legends Arceus comes out. He's gonna come back again. Collect his
And
paycheck
that's his
again.
story. And he's going to do this stunt again. It's your story. Be here for more than 5 seconds. No? Okay.
No.
So sad.
Okay. To choose this outcome, let's decide it on this factor. In this call here, would you agree? You can either say yes or no. We'll go one at a time. Do you agree this episode was so bad that it was good, or was this episode to you just straight up bad? For me, this episode was so bad that it was good. What about you, Tyrone?
Straight up garbage. Just all around garbage.
All right, 1-1.
Music was good though.
What about you, Polly?
It has to be straight up bad because I view Johto as so bad it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nessa?
I would say more bad than good.
Okay. Dane?
Straight up bad.
All righty. Evie?
Bad, good, bad.
KG roll.
Yeah, let's go. So it's a 5-1 with that one, chat.
AG,
Yes.
Evie didn't even watch the fucking. Why'd you use him as a fucking factor?
Look, man, I told you before. I didn't have to watch the episode because KG already provided his premise.
Yeah, I already provided the synopsis for him. He saw it.
You're saying he was a saving grace.
Yeah, exactly. I saved you the time by giving you the bullshit in person here in call. All right.
Thanks, bud.
All right. So, with that being said, the outcome has came out to a grand whooping. This episode was just straight up bad. All right, everybody. So, everybody who voted that, which is 100% of y'all, congratulations, you won.
The result is bad.
It's just straight up bad. All right, so congrats on that part. Now, with that being said, ladies and gents, let's go and wrap things up for tonight. My head is very high right now, so
Like we all were watching this episode.
I was laughing so much, my head was just woo through the roof.
Yeah.
2 things to note as well. Be very careful right now going into social media, especially if you are very, very big fans of the upcoming Spider-Man film, No Way Home. Yeah. Because the red carpet actually happened tonight during the middle of this pod. So there will be spoilers depending on who probably will be the one to spoil it. And therefore, if you don't want to get spoiled, make sure you have certain words muted, like Ham Tolland or Moby Papire, so, things like that. So just keep these things muted so that way you don't get spoiled or some sort. So do be on the lookout for that. Now, let's talk about things that are going to be happening this week. Since it is Spider-Man week, I also want to bring a heads up as well that this Thursday I will not be streaming because I will be heading off to watch the film myself. Along with the family, so I will.
You gonna live stream it? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. If you want me to,
I could totally do it.
All right.
And then Sony's gonna shoot him.
Shit, I can't go home now.
Yeah,
There really is no way home. So, okay. So, Thursday for me is a no-no. But what does everything else within this week have to offer, though? Obviously, tomorrow, the continuation of the Diamond and Pearl shenanigans will continue to go down. Tyrone, of course, I'm assuming you're going to do more DP tomorrow as well, continuing on your story in that game.
We're doing Diamond and Pearl tomorrow.
All right, so there you go. 4-hour session of Diamond and Pearl tomorrow. You watch Tyrone play the story while you watch me suffer for 4 hours as well. So
what are you doing now in it? Are you doing shiny
trying to get a shiny
Getting shiny Regice.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Oh
Regice.
my.
I made
Reggie-
I
And then
made
KG,
a
I
gold.
thought you said there was like a post game shit you wanted.
Yeah, and that was it. I'm the post game stuff I'm in right now, and that is the Romanus Park arc, as I'm gonna call it, where literally all of the Pokemon, the legendary Pokemon in Romanus Park, I'm going to aim for shiny mode, one at a time.
Oh my god!
So we're starting.
Have you beaten
things
the
off-
game yet, KG? I guess you have.
Huh?
Have you beaten the game?
Yeah,
Actually,
Yeah, he fucked the game up to the point where he beat it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
didn't
you
even
both
fight
beat the Elite
Cynthia.
Four and stuff.
I
No,
beat
you
the game and I have fighting Cynthia.
Oh, you didn't do that. No. Okay, never mind.
So yeah, so if you want to watch narrative and stuff, you can watch it on Tyrone's side. But for me, it's gonna be shiny hunting for the next 4 goddamn hours. So look forward to that tomorrow, ladies and gents. As for Wednesday for me, probably will continue on depending on what turns out for Tuesday's results with Reggie. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday in that bit. But like I stated before, Thursday, nothing on my end. But Friday, we will be having our usual episode reaction night. And if you guys been enjoying that, we would love to have you guys on board for it on 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be it for my end in the schedule for this week. Tyrone, what about you, though, buddy? What do you got?
Yeah, you already said it. I mean, Tuesday, Diamond and Pearl stuff. I should be able to be done with the main story, and then, like I said, I think KG had something planned for me and him to do in the post game.
Yes, but we'll probably save that for like another.
Yeah,
session.
another part. Yeah, and then Wednesday is Sonic 06, and then Thursday is Minecraft. Which KG, you're the one that told us about that.
I know, man, but I have to update the.
But you can't even
server.
do it. Yeah.
So hold on, I'm gonna need to go and update the server for that. Wait, what time are you gonna play that though?
Probably at around 7 or 8, 6 months, 6 your time.
Then well, never mind. I'm gonna be in the movies at that time. So.
Yeah, I mean you could do it the day before.
What, Minecraft on Wednesday?
No, I'm saying update the server.
No. I meant playing with you guys. Is what I was referring to.
Oh yeah, you probably won't be able to meet us up.
Nah.
I mean we'll be playing until like, about 12 your time or 11.
Yeah, but by that point
So
I'll feel tired. So.
Yeah, you'll be tired from the movies. I mean it's up to you. But then Friday, well, I don't have anything planned, but I know on Saturday is the Poke Roundtable, and then and no, I'm not gonna talk about this episode because I think I've beaten it to death, so there's no point. But I do. I'll think of a topic, and then Sunday we have Persona 5 Royal.
Persona 5.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's perfect. Well, now that we reached our goal of 1,000, which once again, I want to thank everybody so much for helping us get to this goal. I was really hoping that by the end of this year, I would have at least made it to 1K on this channel, and it really made me feel very happy to finally see that come through. And through all the love and support you've given to every one of us here in this channel, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for that. And I hope you guys continue to to be with us throughout many more shenanigans in 2022 and onward. We have a lot of fun things planned for all of you folks, so please look forward to 2022. If you have yet to follow us here, do make sure to do so. Will help us out. We got a new goal now for next year. Will we get to the big 2K next year? Well, that depends on how far I plan to push this channel. But we will take it one step at a time. So until then,
400. I'm 420. Yeah, I'm 426 behind you. So I'll be there soon.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm already expecting you here soon, pal. So yeah, let's go and wrap things up then, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much, and we're gonna go and call it a night. for now. KG getting 1K at session 1, 2, 3 was the saving grace of JN90.
It was. Wow.
I love that the opening song of 1, 2, 3 happens to be where I reach my big milestone. I guess Journeys really is really good after all.
It was good for something.
It was good for something. Maybe not the something we were expecting, but something that we could at least all appreciate at the same time.
I'm so sad.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll be sad with you. All right, then. Everybody, we'll talk with all of you guys later in whatever video we make. Take care. TSS would normally say this moment right now.
Wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, everybody else, everyone in the chat.
Wash your fucking hands.
You got to add some extra oomph on that F word.
Well, Dean didn't say your. He said yo.
Yo.
Wash your fucking hands.
Wash your fucking hands.
And I'll speak with you then, everybody. Take care, and as always, have yourselves an awesome day. Bye, everybody, and also stay off the internet. Damn it! Don't make sure to get spoiled by No Way Home.
Yeah.
Iron Man's
Uncle Ben dies.
Bye.